Unlike Rob Schneider's stand-up comedy, this show is actually funny. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special collaboration of Deep Into the Heart of RWT. For Paul Morales, the dead man of RWT, my name is Mike Larkin, and of course, we are joined by our boy DC Daniel Crimmins. Dan, you got some things to say. Go ahead.
In the words of the greatest manager, the second greatest manager of all time, WWE Hall of Famer, Paul Heyman. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is DC, the Pile Driver Pundit, and today we are joined by not one, but two very special guests, two fantastic people. We are joined by the GOAT of all GOATs, the best, the Demoness. Nico, how are you today?
Hello, thank you. Wow, thanks for the thank you. Yeah, I'm fine.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for that.
And of course,
Introduction. There we go. I said it.
we are also joined by the one, the only, one of the best straight shooters in the game. We are joined by the one and the only, Mr. Robert Davis. Robert?
We acknowledge you, Rob.
How are you?
We acknowledge you, Rob.
Fuck the revival. I'm
Fuck
good.
the revival.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Long live the Iron Sheik.
Make him say, and nah.
Nah.
And fuck TKO.
Oh, we will get into that. All right, we'll start off with that. So, out of everything that you could possibly do, we've seen the phone calls, we've seen Randy mollywhopping Cody Rhodes, and then last night on SmackDown, we find out who has Randy been talking to, and it's Pat McAfee. He comes into the ring, whack-ass sunglasses. He kicks Cody right in the dick, and he said he's going to show everybody what the business is really about, save the fucking business. Then he drives out in his fucking truck like a dipshit. Oh, God, I felt like I was back to Adam Cole and Pat McAfee 6 years ago with this promo during the Undisputed Era. Fucking, this could have gone so many different ways. Was it unexpected? Sure. Did we want it? No. But I'll tell you who did want it. We're going to go into this right here because we are all pissed off. We got some things to say. So this is what the whole thing happened. So according to PW Insider and Mike Johnson, the Cody Rhodes promo responding to Pat McAfee's attack was not listed internally on the planned rundown for SmackDown. There is a belief among some that some of Rhodes' comments were him shooting about TKO having inserted McAfee into the storyline. So you could thank Ari Emanuel, the man behind TKO, and then Triple H and the creative having to do this because Ari Emanuel is the one at the tippy top. Ari Emanuel has a boner for Pat McAfee. If you saw him on the Pat McAfee show, he thinks Pat McAfee could be the next Sylvester Stallone, which for that I say, hell to the no. There's a lot of fuckery going around. So I will start it off with Mr. Paul Morales. Paul, what do you think about this fuckery? Pat McAfee is the mystery man on the phone, and the fact that Ari Emanuel and TKO want Pat McAfee in this, and fuckery upon fuckery upon fuckery.
You know that none of us ordered this shit.
No, we didn't.
Nobody had this shit on their fucking bingo card. So how the hell did we get here? How the hell did we get to this fucking moron? And I'm using this term very, very loosely because I don't really know Pat, so it's not like, hey, I'm coming at him like as if I'm an asshole. But I am an asshole, but I'm still gonna say this shit.
Yes.
TKO needs to keep their fucking nose out of fucking WWE business. Stay to the business aspect of this shit and let the professionals worry about what the fuck is going on. I know kind of, and you kind of hear two reasons why they did this. One, because they have their fucking shit with ESPN.
Yep.
All their stuff is on ESPN. Who is one of their big money makers on ESPN? Pat McAfee. And he has his show every day, Monday through Friday. So yes, he is one of the big money makers on ESPN. And they were wondering why he was gone. Why was he not here? And so we get this bullshit. So TKO, in their infinite wisdom, and I use that term loosely, don't need to fucking interfere with what is going on. I could see why Cody shot his shot and came out. I know that wasn't scripted.
Nope.
And you could tell by the way he was reacting to everything. You guys knew it wasn't fucking scripted.
No, he was pissed.
Oh, he was mad. He was beyond mad. But you know what? I know I can rant on this probably for another fucking 3 hours. But I know my boy Rob. Rob has a lot to say. So Rob, I shoot it to you.
We'll kick it to you for this one.
You know what? Because I actually watched Cody's promo this morning. Actually, not even this morning, this afternoon. It's the balls. I appreciate the balls on Cody. No, the TSK, we've got our opinions on Cody, but the fact that he actually took the bull by the horns and said, look, we know why you're here. I know who your boss is. I'm going to say the shit I got to say, and if you think you're going to fire me, that didn't work so great last time now, did it? No, it didn't. The fact that TKO seems so enamored of getting in the WWE business, it's really fucking shit up, because not only are ticket prices fucked up, nobody can afford to go, because goddamn it, in California, we sure can't drive any goddamn where. You know, they're fucking up the storylines now too, and it's just like, you're fucking killing the product. Stop. What the fuck?
Is it as bad as Travis Scott last year with Fiend at WrestleMania? Or are we at that level yet?
Michael?
I know you hate it, but it's true. It's not Travis level.
Suck my dick.
That's one. I don't think it's to that point quite just yet, but it's definitely headed in that direction. I don't dislike Pat either. 6 years ago, I kind of did, because I didn't know who the fuck he was or what the fuck he was about. But we know this man can talk. We know he can work. But why? Why the fuck are you here, Patrick?
That's what I said. I said last night in the chat, I said 6 years ago, it worked perfectly because of the interview that he had with Adam Cole that led to Team Undisputed Era against Pat McAfee's team. I said last year, the last time we saw him, he cut that impassioned promo against Gunther, defending the honor of his best friend, Michael Cole. And that match was fantastic.
And what in the goddamn hell is this random? I turned on Netflix and I saw 2 5-foot guys doing an Iron Man match for 45 minutes. Pat, you know goddamn well there wasn't even 45 minutes on a 3-hour fucking show of wrestling, sir.
He went friggin'
I don't know what fucking show you were watching.
He went full, like, I'm going to say what the IWC is thinking and cut into this promo to really heighten up WrestleMania. It's like with John Cena last year, I'm going to ruin wrestling. This year, Randy Orton's going to save wrestling. It's like we had a flip of a 180, and it's like, what the fuck?
What are we doing here?
Now, we will go over to Daniel Crimmins, and then we will end with the lady last, that being Miss Nicola McDonald. So Daniel Crimmins, what are your thoughts on this whole fuckery upon fuckery, man?
If you look at it, you can go on to Ticketmaster and find good seats for WrestleMania. Both nights still available. Way overpriced. But I digress. There's still a shit ton of good seats available, and that's not, the nosebleeds. The problem is they've tried sales. They had one for 316 day. I think I saw the other day they were offering them for 25% off.
Yes.
If they are making that big of a discount, it means they're nowhere near sold out.
No, not at all. Both
And
nights are pretty empty, yeah.
I think if I understand corporate culture the way I do, I would not be shocked if Ari Emanuel is called Triple H personally. He's like, hey, it's not selling out, Paul. And, fix it. He didn't. So, Rob, I think we discussed it on Kicking It with the TSK back in the past. I'm like cheap pop number one there.
Cheap cotton number one.
And I think, Rob, I think actually it was you that said it, that eventually TKO was going to get more involved in this product. And clearly we're seeing it. Road Dogg got a lot of shit, justifiably so. But, I know we like to blame Triple H. And yeah, he's got a huge part in this. But at the same time,
this is Ari Emanuel on this one.
This is Ari Emanuel, guy.
Bro, the picture isn't necessary. We know who we're talking about.
Hey, I'm putting it up for Nikla. Everybody point and boo. Everybody point and boo. Boo.
Suck my dick.
Yeet.
Suck my dick. Yeet.
No yeet for you.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I did it, so Nikla can see it and say suck my dick, yeet. All right, I'll take it off the screen now.
Mike, I bet you who he is?
Who?
I think Ari Emanuel is the brother who chuckle fuck.
Oh God, they're still never gonna get over that. Friggin' that dude calling you out. It's never not gonna get old. So Nikla, we'll go to you on this final topic of this, ma'am. Your thoughts on Cody's promo? Pat McAfee is the mystery man. Your thoughts?
Cody went OTT, and that was pure rage monkey. That was like beyond what we've seen him. That was like out of control crazy. I'm pissed because it wasn't who I said it was. So fuck you, Pat, because I thought it was Kevin, so you screwed me over there again, WWE. Fuck off. Anywho, yeah, I don't like Pat anyway. I've never been a fan of his. It's funny when he was getting beaten up by Gunther. I supported that. I thought that was awesome. But yeah, no, why?
I don't know.
Well, if it was Kevin Owens, it makes sense because Cody's friends and Cody's friends with both of them. But no, my logic was wrong.
So is Pat McAfee going to put butts in the seat?
No.
No, that's why I said Kevin Owens, because it makes sense.
It would have made sense had it been Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
But they went this past week, and all of a sudden, why John Cena does a promo and says, "Hey, I'm at Netflix. I'm shooting a movie and blah blah blah, and I'm retired." And all of a sudden, now he's hosting.
Yeah, John Cena's the host of WrestleMania.
Now he's the host of WrestleMania. Sound familiar? Remember when The Rock was the host of WrestleMania?
Yep, 2011 WrestleMania 27.
Are we going back to that again?
I think so. I swear to God.
Is The Rock going to screw Cody Rhodes? Is John Cena going to screw Cody Rhodes?
Or
is he going to screw Randy Orton?
Or is he going to screw Gunther out of his match with Seth Rollins?
Or is he? Yeah, and I mean, it's like, but again, I go back. Is that enough to put butts in the seats?
No.
You have storylines that are already in the process, and you fuck it up all because I'm just gonna throw this out there as probably the wildest guess.
Yes.
I'm guessing that The Rock was probably the other person on the other end of the phone.
I'm thinking yes, it was probably The Rock.
That's what I was kind of going for, and I mean Kevin Owens, yes, my demoness, yes. I agree with you. I would have loved for it to be Kevin Owens because it made sense.
What?
Yeah.
Pat McAfee, not so much.
My thing too is, and the best part about this was, so Cody Rhodes cut the promo, and he said Randy was talking to Color Me Surprised it was Pat McAfee, and that's like if Scott Hall and Kevin Nash talked about the third man, and instead of Hulk Hogan, it was Disco Inferno. So Disco Inferno himself, Glenn Gilberti, quote tweeted.
Insert the 50 Cent gif.
Yep.
Fuck me. Why he say fuck me for?
Why you say fuck me for? So Glenn Gilberti quote tweets this and says, "If I catch Cody Rhodes on Old Canton Road when I go back to visit my mom, that boy might get a good old-fashioned Marietta tushy kicking."
Shut the fuck up, Glenn.
So when he goes back to Georgia, he gonna whoop Cody's ass, is what he said, man.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah. So that was Glenn Gilberti.
I think you know what's funny is that Disco has to be happy that he actually gave him a shout out. He gave him some love in sort of the most weirdest way, but hey, he showed him some love.
Biggest that was the most sarcastic way you could have put that in that tweet. You couldn't be more blunt.
And of course, this also goes back to the anniversary of Stop, You Know Nothing. You have drawn $0. No fan has ever left the show thinking about you. You were lucky to be a juiced up double lifer over with the boys type and an era when you hit in plain sight coasting on other success. Couldn't hang then, can't get booked now.
I was just thinking of that.
Almost the same around time period as when he said it the first time. You gotta love Cody Rhodes, but also at the same time too. Did you like how he called Pat McAfee like a less juiced up version of Logan Paul in the friggin' promo? I thought that was hilarious. Not gonna lie, that made me laugh. But that's the thing too, guys.
I laughed, but suck my dick, you fuck off.
That's my thing too, is like you have Cody and Randy. A lot of people were looking forward to it. I mean, it kind of started off with you're supposed to see Randy as the heel, but people are cheering Randy Orton, and now you're totally lost out of it because of the inclusion of Pat McAfee. And I mean, another thing we do have to mention, kind of the loss out of it. We did see it this week. LA Knight, ran up on iShow Speed on his live stream and threw him right to his set. And Speed's been selling it with his arm. So it looks like at WrestleMania, we're going to get a 6-man tag of the Usos and LA Knight, against Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and iShow Speed. Am I looking forward to this?
No.
No, not at all. No, not at all. Dan, go ahead.
With the iShow Speed thing, like it
came out of nowhere.
Actually, no, Michael.
What?
If he hadn't been cursed by Danhausen, that would have never happened.
What? Oh, the curse by Danhausen, yes. Paul,
Which, by the way, he is moving insane amount of merchandise.
He cursed poor the referee last night, as we saw during Damian Priest and R-Truth against Miz and Kit. The referee's like, I can't count.
He took it back.
He took it back, though. He took it back.
So that's how you remove a curse. Just slap someone on the back. Yeah, no, not my curses. That's Danhausen, but ours are totally different.
So
I like, you know what I like? I like Sam Roberts and how he explained it. Because Sam said that in order for anybody to get the curse lifted off of them or get taken off of them, they have to let Danhausen beat them.
Yes.
That's how you eliminate the curse. And that'll give Danhausen a good streak. And I think that is a genius idea. Yeah. I think I think if Kip Wilson wants it off of him, let Danhausen beat you. If the Miz wants it off of him, let Danhausen beat you. Who anybody else he wants to curse, let Danhausen beat them. Danhausen goes on I don't know, what was Goldberg's streak?
100 and whatever,
I think it was 173.
That's where I want it. That's exactly where I want it. And I want it to be the dumbest thing to beat Goldberg's streak, because obviously he didn't want Asuka to do it.
Oh, God.
Some Japanese girl, as he called her.
Some Japanese girl. I'm sorry. But that Japanese girl is a hell of a lot more talented than you are, Goldberg.
Yeah.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Well, that's fucking brilliant. I love it. Please, somebody tweet Triple H right now.
Do that.
Yes.
And the match that he breaks Goldberg's streak, do it in the Georgia Dome in Atlanta.
Oh, hot damn. Oh,
that would be wonderful.
And if you could time it right, do it on the day that Goldberg beat Hogan for the title.
Oh my God, even better.
I cannot think of a bigger fuck you to Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg.
Hey, Hunter, you remember a couple days ago when Bill Goldberg said you were a fucking idiot? We got an idea.
Yeah. All right. So for those
Now,
that
the
don't know,
only way that would make it even better, make Bret Hart the referee.
oh sweet Lord.
Ooh, sweet baby Jesus.
Bret Hart,
And
Dan
do
Allen?
it.
Let's do it.
He'd do it.
So for anybody that doesn't know, Goldberg was recently doing a meet and greet, and he was asked about the speech and everything, and he's still pissed off about it. And he said Triple H is a jackass, and he is probably the one who caught off my speech. Bill, you got a retirement match. You got to have your moment on the WWE YouTube channel. You got a standing ovation from your hometown peers in Hotlanta. Now be quiet and fuck off.
All that. Oh, hold on, Demoness. My Demoness, you may say it now.
Suck my dick. You.
Thank you.
Yes.
See,
You're more than welcome.
on cue. See, look at she.
Yeah. Okay.
This is why I have so much love for her.
Okay, so we have to speak about someone else.
Aw.
Sorry, we're flirting here again. Sorry, my bad.
Well, we got to talk about someone else you have a lot of love for, and that's the one, the only Miss Stephanie Becker.
Oh,
So for those that don't know,
hey, my wife's over there. You can't be saying that too loud.
I'm sorry. So Stephanie Becker, this douchebag was like, she was rude to me, and the post has been unavailable now. It's been deleted from the gentleman. So she wrote, I always stop and I'm very kind to my fans. Yesterday was my birthday and I was honestly having a really bad day. Even so, I politely asked for understanding and many people respected that, but you followed me for a long time saying hurtful things and making me feel uncomfortable. I told you no multiple times and you kept following me and recording. And now you're posting this on social media. It's sad to see people like you call themselves fans. Literally, the fan wanted a photo. She said no, and she was polite to her fans and saying, no, not today, or whatnot. She said in a politeful manner, but this guy kept recording and following because he wanted an autograph. Please, people, don't harass them. This happened with Stephanie Becker. This happened with Obafemi, and Obafemi just looked and stared at him and ignored him. And then you had this with Dominic, where the Dominic video was just like, hey, you'd be nothing without us. I'm like, I think his last name's Mysterio. I think he'll be fine. But it's just like, I swear to fuck. Stop harassing these people. Stop fucking harassing these people. Ugh. Dan, you want to take it away on Stephanie Becker?
You know, we've talked about this
ad nauseum,
and the fact that some of these fans, and it's not just in wrestling, like you see it in music, movies, other athletes, they think they have a right to them. You don't.
Right.
You know, and it's kind of sad that we keep having to have these stories. It's been Rhea Ripley in the past, like that we've talked about. Like these people don't owe you anything. They don't owe the fans, access to their lives. And would you like somebody shoving a picture and pen up in your face?
Nope.
So show
Only because I'm part if they did it.
But that's my thing too, to go on what Dan's saying. It's just like I also compare it to this, and this is where the son of the goon comes in. Hi, goon. So it's one of the Hi, goon. So I remember back in the day, Steve and I, there was a local Long Island spot called Maxwell's where a lot of people would go, a lot of our friends, a lot of Long Island natives would go. And E from Entourage there, the guy who played E, Kevin Connolly, was there. He's a known New York Islanders fan, and you saw it all over Instagram and Twitter. A lot of our peers were just like, the man's trying to get a drink and eat, maybe have a relaxing evening. Phones up in the face, everything is this. And you could tell after a while the man was just getting tired. It's like, I want to have me a brew. I want to get something to eat. Like, leave me the F alone. So it was stuff like that where it's called time and place, number one. Number two, don't be creepy, don't be weird. But also at the same time, too, there's this little thing called tact. Have respect, show tolerance, and also at the same time, too, have some damn manners. I mean, we saw it with John Cena, that friggin' singing whatever TikTok thing is going around.
That dipshit deserved it. Like,
oh, absolutely.
What the fuck? How do you just walk up to people and just start singing?
John Cena was just like, okay, how about hello first? Then he's like, what are you going to do, sing now? What's the purpose? And he goes, oh, I just like to sing. And he goes, well, I'm not buying what you're selling. And then the kid walked away. Yeah, fuck off with these trends. It reminds me of, remember what they did with friggin' Busta Rhymes when he's like, Tracy Morgan. And Busta's like, no, I will fuck you up if you call me Tracy Morgan. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Shit. Don't do that.
What? Who fucking that? Wow.
Some TikTok was trying to do that to Busta Rhymes, and Busta Rhymes was like, "Money, if you do that to me in my generation, you're getting your ass kicked."
Yeah, easily. Like,
do people forget that wrestlers are freaking human beings as well? So I've said this too many times on other shows we've done. Leave them if they're in an airport. Do not chase them. Leave them a fuck alone. You've got no right to be anywhere near them in the first place. If you do want to see them, go meet and greet.
Yep.
And suck my dick for being fucking idiots for doing it to them. Show some respect. Grow the fuck up and suck my dick and fuck right off. There you go.
And, honestly, Mike, it's just, even if it's something as little as a hi, how are you, hello,
that'll be fine. That'll suffice.
Yeah.
Or don't turn up at our houses, because a lot of you fucking weirdos keep doing that, and that's also another thing. Stop.
They did that with the Hardy Boys and Reby Hardy. Like, I remember. All right, I'll tell this story.
Did that with Keith Lee and Meechin?
Oh, that was even worse. Yeah, have Keith. That's great. Provoke Keith Lee and watch what happens. You fucking dumbasses. Like,
because that would be a smart thing to do.
Exactly. It reminds me of when I was at the TNA shows at West Bay on Long Island and Robbie E was passing. I didn't even go up to Robbie E and got a picture. I just said, "Hello, how are you?" I know Nico's favorite person, Robbie E. Come on, we get them fists bumping in the air for Robbie E, man. So
Robert Stone.
So Paul,
that gentleman not fault. He thought he could, but he couldn't. Well, him and Robbie too. They both are like jackasses. But anyway, go on.
Talk about Stephanie Vaquero, the whole nine, man.
There are certain lines you don't cross, and we've seen it multiple times before, and it's like Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. I could just probably name every single woman that's ever come through WWE. You could even go back to Candice Michelle when she got stalked back in the early, I think it was like the early 2000s, and Christy Hemme, and I mean, it doesn't matter which of the women. I know that, if I remember correctly, Velvet Sky actually said that somebody showed up at her house and was like begging her to come outside so he could propose to her or some shit like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it's like, but it's like the stupidest things. Like, you get dude, you pay to go see them. It's like going to a fucking football game, basketball game, soccer game, it does any sporting event. You go and watch these people and you go and be entertained by them. If you see them out in the street, say hi, say, "Hey, I appreciate, what you do." You don't walk up to them like they did at the fucking airport, and every fucking time they got a Funko of somebody, they got a figure of somebody. Like, you need to go over there, like it's your job to go over there and get their autograph for everything. It's not for you to sell it on eBay or for you to sell it on Etsy or whatever wherever the hell you sell your shit. Really? Are y'all that pathetic?
It reminds me of Jeff Hardy. Like, we're watching Jeff sign the autographs. I'm like, Jeff had the patience of a saint, because I'm surprised he didn't curse anybody. He's just like, "All right, I'll sign." I'm like, but you got to admit, that's fucking annoying. Leave him alone. Like, let him get in the airport.
And I like Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, would ask, "Hey, are you okay? Are you cool?"
He did it to Rhea, didn't he? He walked past behind her and he just tapped her and he was like, "You okay?" And she went, "Yeah." And then he kind of hovered near her. But yeah, I saw that video too.
The MFTs protecting Tiffany Stratton. Like, yeah, you had
again, another one.
It reminded me of when Maria Kanellis was getting stalked by those fans overseas, and then you had Umaga going after him. I'm like, yeah, because that's smart. You want to piss off Umaga.
That's not somebody you want to piss off.
No.
These idiots are brave. If they are dumb enough to walk up to these people knowing they could literally kick them in the leg and they go down crying, and you're dumb enough to do that, well, more for you.
There was
if they
one.
Kick you and slap you, fuck it.
There was one a couple of years ago where it might have been in the UK. I'm not exactly sure, but Rhea was getting mobbed, and then the poor girl, they just wore her down. She's like, "What do you want me to sign?"
Yeah, that, and when they were in France and they're freaking going by her car and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, the Brits are known for being utter dickheads. I'm living proof.
And here, some of these fans, like, you see them out and about, whatever. You show up to their house in this country, you are taking your life in your own hands at that point. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I will say this. If you're going to do anything, just don't say things like, I only had one martini, Justin Timberlake. That was friggin', you want to get the body cam footage. Look at that dumbass. Friggin' that whole ridiculous. That was more than one martini, dumbass.
That is a walking dumbass right there.
Very much so. Very much
You just need to sit down there. It's like, yeah, you know what? We're bored of you. Fuck off. Bye-bye.
Dude is a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Why not have?
And his wife is fucking. And look at who his wife is.
Jessica
Why?
Biel. Yep.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
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 So we go from that, and we got to touch upon Raw. So we mentioned the main event of SmackDown. We got to touch upon Raw. We'll start with this one first because I got to get Nikola's reaction. So we did start off.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like
shimmy,
it
shimmy,
raw.
y'all, shimmy, shimmy, y'all. So we go from that to Raw, and the start of Raw was the real one. So we started off Raw with the tag team street fight. I Show Speed accidentally hits LA Knight, yeah. And then Logan Paul hits Jimmy Uso. And then Jey Uso takes out Logan Paul, 1, 2, 3. Logan Paul and Austin Theory are your new WWE Tag Team Champions. Woo. Woo. No. Yeah, you could just see the excitement about them winning the tag titles. We knew it. We knew it was going to happen. So they gave it to that. Logan Paul wins his second championship in the WWE. All right, we'll go with the lady first on this just because I see her face and I want to get her reaction to this. Nicola, your thoughts on Logan Paul and Austin Theory winning the tag titles? Okay, I don't give a fuck about that winning the tag titles at all. You suck, you guys. All right, anyway, I digress. So we'll go over to Rob first then. Rob, you want to talk about Logan Paul and Austin Theory winning the tag titles?
She said, fuck them damn tag title match.
Tag titles. Go ahead, Rob.
Nobody asked for this.
Yeah, we knew it was coming though. Unfortunately,
we did, and I think we talked about this on our last episode. Like, we were just hoping that it didn't happen, and it fucking happened because we were just like, you can create such a marquee match with the Usos and literally probably fucking anybody. And I know we couldn't at the time name anybody, and I know Penta's got the Intercontinental title and doing that things other, but this would have been the perfect opportunity to reunite the Lucha Bros.
Yep.
Lucha Bros versus the Usos, that would have put asses in seats, baby.
You see, my thing though too, to go on to your point, it's like the thing that they got with Phoenix now is like, why are the Motor City Machine Guns acting this way? This is horrible. Like, he's stuck in the Motor City Machine Guns feud of like, why are they acting this way? Because they're starting a heel turn with the Motor City Machine Guns. And I'm like, I love Ray Phoenix and I love the guns, but it's just like with how they're booked, it's like whatever. It's like very
can they buy the rights to the Motor City Machine Guns TNA thing?
Like, can we get Motor City?
There was nothing better than that song. Oh, hey, Demon.
Hey, Nicola.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. So, Nicola, we have to get your thoughts on Logan Paul and Austin Theory winning the tag titles.
There it goes. Fucking suck my dick. I was furious. No. Why? Why are you tormenting me with that? Seriously. When I saw it, I literally sat there like this and went, Why? Why did you have to do it to him before WrestleMania? And why them two? Logan Paul, fuck right off. You should not be in the ring. Fuck you.
Logan Paul winning his second WWE Championship in the WWE. Paul, your thoughts on Logan Paul and Austin Theory winning the belts ahead of WrestleMania? And the possible. And we're going to get.
Oh, my God. It just. On today's episode of shit that don't make sense.
Yep.
Again, you know how we started with what TKO should do or should not do, and it's to stay out of the business of WWE. I know that in our minds it was probably going down this route, but part of me was thinking it wasn't going to.
Yep.
And I was hoping that it wouldn't, and I just think somewhere along the line TKO said, Hey, you know what? Logan Paul is a big superstar. Why don't we just put a title on him?
What was they smoking?
I
about?
would not want that. Not right now, anyway.
Is it because they still see the draw with like the followers in Netflix, and you know somebody up there's got to love him? And also, well, with Pat McAfee, it makes sense, and I hate it because Ari Emanuel is his agent, but like still, it sucks. Like the whole thing around this sucks. It does. We're getting more of the, and the thing too is, Off the Mic Sports Network on YouTube. Shout out to him. He put a scenario that I don't even want to see because we touched upon Cody and that interaction with McAfee and everything. I swear to God, at Backlash, if we get a tag match, and here's the one that he said on his YouTube channel: Randy Orton and Pat McAfee against Cody Rhodes and Jelly Roll, because Randy took out Jelly Roll with the RKO. I don't want to see that tag match. I don't want to see that tag match.
No.
Nobody wants to see that tag match.
Well, nobody got time for that.
Literally, this is the direction we're going. And I don't get me wrong, I show Speed is fine, but it's just like the last time we saw him, he got mollywopped and boinked by friggin' Braun Breaker, and it was that spear was just, I still feel it in my soul.
Kudos to him though for taking that.
That is very true. But the other big thing we have to mention. All right, so CM Punk and Roman Reigns closed out Raw once more. Roman Reigns was cutting his normal promo. Then Punk came out, guns a-blazing, GTS, absolutely mollywopping Roman Reigns, power bombed him through the announce table like Roman did to him. And then he said, Roman Reigns, mock of the chance. And we went off of Raw with pretty much CM Punk celebrating, getting his comeback and one up on Roman Reigns. Rob, I'll start with you on this one. Punk getting the upper hand on Roman this week on Raw.
You know what? It's no secret to how some of us feel about CM Punk.
Yeah.
And I was actually just discussing with somebody at work today that Punk needs to lose the title. But again, this was something for me personally that I didn't really feel all that interested in it. I didn't care. But the promos have been really good. The build, this has probably been the best built match in my opinion.
Well, outside of Oba and Brock, yes.
Yeah, definitely outside of that. I mean, there's nothing probably going to top that, but I'm kind of interested in to see how this goes. I just want Punk to lose, to be honest. But
if they do what we've all talked about this collectively, if they do the angle where the Usos turn on Roman Reigns and ally with CM Punk, I mean, we also did see.
I would have a meltdown.
We also saw Tama Tonga on SmackDown going after Solo, so we're getting a face turn there. So there's
fuck you, Solo.
We'll get to that in a second. But it's like there's so many ways they can do this Bloodline MFT stuff. We're kind of going back into the well a little bit with it, and it's just like okay, but also at the same time too, stuff does get long in the tooth. Paul, I got to ask you, what were your thoughts on the Punk Roman Reigns exchange at the end of Raw?
You know, we've been going back and forth about this, about the being called old, to all of a sudden now we have this going on. What we got this past Monday, I don't know the direction that they want. Much more of a direction that they want this to go. Is it just tit for tat, and you guys are just making fun of each other, and you guys are just being silly with each other, but doing it in such a stupid way to where you're trying to get people interested in it? And in my view, just my view, probably a bunch of other people, but at least in my opinion, I'm not interested in it. Had it continued to be had they continued to press more of the background that they had, going back to when Punk picked the Shield, going back to that history along that line, it would have probably enhanced this whole thing a hell of a lot more. You could have used any sort of animosity that Roman has for Punk. Yes, we already see it, but I mean, kind of elaborate on it, kind of make it go somewhere. Bring up Seth Rollins, bring up Dean Ambrose, bring up, Paul Heyman, bring up anything. And you guys could have made this a fire. You guys could have made this such a fire, I guess, match, or the lead up to freaking WrestleMania. But no, you ended up taking a left turn at Albuquerque and ended up in some ditch somewhere because nobody really wants this. Yes, we want the match. Cool, fine, dandy, but what the hell is this lead up?
I thought they should have been more focal even with Randy and Cody. Like, they did mention the first match in 2007 with them, the first WrestleMania with Legacy. You could have focused more on that. It doesn't need Pat McAfee. You could just have Cody and Randy, and that history and that match and that story sells itself. You don't need a Pat McAfee. With Roman and Punk, you could have focused more on the Shield, like Paul mentioned, and more of the story there. Even like he mentioned the podcast, The Art of Wrestling, in the first promo. But there's other stuff to heighten on than just like, I'm going to attack you this week. I'm going to attack you next week. Like, that's literally all that we're getting. Dan, hit it, man. I can see you're very anxious on this topic, Brian.
You know, we get promo. Next week. We'll get a promo. Mm-hmm. Probably won't get a physical interaction, but we had Punk this week. Next week it'll be Roman. This whole Raw storyline is just garbage. You know, it's clear Raw, and for, you know, at large, WWE as a whole is a rudderless ship. There's no direction for fucking anything.
And it's
when
like
you literally have one of your deepest and most insanely talented rosters you've ever had. You could go down almost anybody in that roster on both Raw and SmackDown and be like, yeah, they could probably make this person a world champion. Yeah, this person could be a world champion. That person, like, you've got so many people that have that, you know, potential. But Vince McMahon was fucking right back in 2002 when he said he was going to kill his creation by injecting it with a dose of poison.
Lethal dose of poison.
So this is what we got, you know. I keep thinking maybe there's an alternate timeline that we can somehow get over to where it was actually Tony Khan that bought it.
Oh,
just
God.
think, we would have all elite world wrestling entertainment.
We would have Kenny Omega as the Bruno Sammartino, and he would hold the title for like 10 years.
And Cody would never finish his story.
Absolutely. But
this other story that's now gone on to like the third book, third issue, first, boring now. Please stop.
So, Nicola, I do have to ask you now about the Punk and Roman Reigns storyline. Hit us. What do you think? At the end of Raw.
The thing is, we're not beating ourselves up now. It is good, but at the same time, it's just like, really? Can we get this over with? Because also, you know, the Usos and that are all after him as well because he opened his big ass mouth because he's a dumbass and a fucking idiot. So I'm not going to be surprised if the Usos do jump in on this again. And halfway through our match, there'll be him jumping in, or some version of him jumping in just to beat the shit out of him. That comment. But it's kind of gone down after that. It was quite hyped, and then it kind of after that, it was like, you're old.
You're old.
Well, thanks for stating the facts, motherfucker. We get old. It's kind of what happens.
Well, I will say this. Something else did happen, and Nicola did allude to this. I have to mention this on SmackDown. So we did see the babyface run of Tama Tonga coming now with Solo. So Uncle Howdy faces Tama Tonga. Solo comes down. It's like, use the lantern. He's going to use Uncle Howdy. And then Tama's like, I don't want you out here. He got caught by the refs. Sister Abigail, 1, 2, 3. And then Tama's like, give me the lantern. We don't need it. And then Uncle Howdy got the lantern back. So that's how we end the Wyatt 6 and MFT feud. All right.
I wonder. Has the lamp somehow possessed Solo? Being a little bit of an expert on possession and stuff. I'm wondering if it's something that, because of the way Solo's acting, like even though they took the lamp back, whatever, he's still like, no, we've still got to deal with this. And it's like, there's something connecting him to that lamp. There's got to be more to it. Like more of a bigger, or maybe I'm reading too much into it being the demon logic that I'm.
No, you're totally fine. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that they can go with it. I have seen a lot of people have just thought like this is just gone long in the tooth, and a lot of people are happy that this was officially
No, yeah, I'm happy it's over, but it just seemed the way they were talking at the end. That's all I meant. It was like,
No, I'm right there with you. You see, it is like a lot of people are very critical, but for us, I've been enjoying the long game with this because it's something different. Go ahead, Dan. I'm sorry.
I just made the connection here.
Yes.
We got Tama splitting off from his brothers in Solo and
Nakamura.
Jeff Cobb. We're not calling him Mateo because that's just silly.
And we got Nakamura involved too with Tama Tonga.
What new arrivals do we have coming to WWE?
Evil!
From Japan.
Evil!
What are they going to do? Bring Gallows and Anderson back just to get fired again?
oh, fuck that noise. Seriously, that's
Okay.
getting on my nerves.
Now, Paul, I got to ask you your thoughts on the Tama babyface turn and all that good stuff.
I think it's interesting, and I believe, and I'll go with you guys and say that we got guys from New Japan that are obviously done with them, and they're coming to WWE, and or if they signed already, I don't remember if we said that or not.
Oh, yeah, all that. Yep.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, cool. What is the idea for all of this? Are we going to get a Bullet Club 2.0 at some point in time?
The Club 2.0?
Or the Club 2.0? Are we going to get AJ to be like a manager now? Or are we going to get just, I don't know, somebody needs to do something. I'm trying to figure this out, but nothing seems to be processing with me. So, especially this storyline. What happened to Uncle Howdy? I thought you guys were going to use that momentum from Bray passing to launch him into this new stratosphere and give him pretty much the same thing you did with like Rey Mysterio, and give him, sort of like, that honorary thing that you could have done that you did after Eddie passed away, But they haven't, and they've done nothing with it.
Oh, the neighbor over there. What are they going to do with the White Six now? Now this little rumble's over. Who are they going to pair them up, or who are they going to start stalking? Or all of that comes back into it again. It's like,
they honestly have no idea where they go unless they try to target the Guns next, because Phoenix is trying to help the Guns, and you see the Guns are slowly turning heel. Are you guys interested in the Wyatt Six and the Motor City Machine Guns? I'm just spitballing. No. The Street Profits. No, there's
the Street Profits have done it too many times now.
Yeah, the Street Profits of too many. There's like hardly any tag. We say this all the time. The tag teams on SmackDown. Fraxium. I love Fraxium. No.
I will admit, I have loved watching Uncle Howdy fight on his own, though. Being single match again, that's been quite cool because it's in not all of them together, it's them individually. Bo and Nikki, can we please give Nikki a singles match? Pretty please. She looks awesome everything she's doing, but give her a singles match at least. Yeah.
Rob, what
are you? I don't care who it's about. Who it is against? Alexa.
Rob, your thoughts on
This is another one of those things where they had a perfectly good tag team in the GOD.
Yeah.
You could have put them against the Usos.
Yeah.
Another match that people would have wanted. Cool. I'm not opposed to Tama Tonga on a solo run. Not at all. But at the same time, you've got the infamous Tangaloa, Tala Tonga, whoever the fuck he is. You've got a superb tag team here, and you're fucking that up tremendously. You could have did that, and you didn't. But
and the other side of the Wyatt Six, Rob?
I'm a little disappointed because the way that this started was fire, and it had so much potential, and they did fuck all with it. And now you've got this really just flat conclusion to how this feud ended, because they were feuding over a goddamn lamp with no rhyme, reason, or explanation.
I mean, the significance and symbolism, but you also at the same time too, like, oh, here's the lamp, sir. Here's your lantern now back, sir.
Like what the fuck was that? And what worries me is that the Wyatt Six are going to disappear again, and they're just going to fade into obscurity. And the next thing you know, they're going to get released, and it's just like, no, you've got this really cool thing that could be really fucking awesome, and you're fucking it up.
Yep. Well, speaking of
I'd
fucking,
be so pissed. I'd be literally. I think Demoness would go on a riot on that.
if they got
and they've kind of given up on them, and it's frustrating because there's so much potential there, and it's not hard to do. Like literally, the 5 of us are doing it here. We can probably write storylines for the White Six for the next year.
I mean,
in 30 minutes.
I mean, I could even do a story like where they go back to NXT because that was their roots, and also the first ever tag titles that Harper and Rowan held were the NXT tag titles, and then you could have the Wyatt Six dominate that division because it parallels break.
Here's kind of one option here. And first, look at the Wyatt Six overall. Some of the best talent that we've ever seen in WWE. Dexter Lumis, highly underrated.
Joe Gacy.
Gacy should have been in WWE years ago.
Yeah.
Legend.
Nikki Cross, who is just insane. And, Rowan, for a big dude, he can actually move pretty swiftly.
Just don't make him babyface and start saying smart stuff and feud with the Big Show in a stairs match. That went nowhere. That was horrible.
And then we've got Bo Dallas, Taylor Rotunda, whatever you want to call him, who... I'm like, you and I talked for years saying how good he was, Yeah. Now, you want a storyline, you could easily build up Uncle Howdy and imagine a scenario. Uncle Howdy wins the Royal Rumble.
Fuck yeah.
Goes to the main event versus, and it could be anybody. Cody or Gunther or whoever. Roman. Have it be Roman. And imagine Sister Abigail, 1, 2, 3. You get the final shot of WrestleMania is lights out, fireflies, the whole Wyatt Six behind Uncle Howdy is, he's kneeling down with the title in front of him. You've got the Wyatt Six theme blaring in the background, and he said it before in promos, "My life for you."
Dedicating it to Bray. Absolutely.
And as it fades to black, we get the old school Bray Wyatt slice. Now, when you also do that same year, the headliner for the Hall of Fame,
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
And then, there you go.
Well.
And that took you all of about 4 minutes, Dan.
4 minutes to exactly. I mean,
but he's wrong, though. I actually like the whole fucking idea.
Well, I'll tell you something. We do like that, but there is something we don't like, and we all have to discuss this because we are all collectively on this side. We all love the Wyatt Six, but what we don't like. So Rhea Ripley faced baddie number 1, Mia Yim, this week on SmackDown, and Rhea got the dub. And then they were all beating up on Rhea, and then we just broke up Rio. Now we didn't. Here comes Io Sky to help out Rhea Ripley. And she's got backup going into WrestleMania. Look, I am not a fan of the Baddies 2.0. Mia Yim and last show, Mia Yim and B-Fab makes no sense. They were feuding for months, and now all of a sudden, remember that time 4 years ago? And I still hate you, Rhea. And now we're to this, and we're putting Rio back together, and whatever. And we can all see ourselves shaking our heads because we hate this so much. I will let Paul go because Paul looks like his head's about to explode. He's insane in the membrane. Paul, take it away, bruh.
Deep breath, Paul. Deep breath.
Goose Fraba, Paul. Goose Fraba.
What the hell was this? And why again? I think we look at how creative is going with this, and now we really can't blame Road Dogg.
Yeah, Road Dogg's gone.
Seriously, we cannot blame Road Dogg. Shout out to Road Dogg for being in the car with fucking Billy Gunn. Shout out to you both because that was. I know you're doing your little convention thing, and I think that's freaking awesome. I'm kudos to you. But this is some weird shit. I kid you not. This is just some weird shit. Like, why could you not use what happened on social media? Here we go, Rob. Look, we can make something out of in a couple of minutes. Use what happened on social media. Let them go at each other. Yes, you don't need the baddies. You didn't need all that. That's just kind of extracurricular, because now you're pretty much saying that Jade can't do nothing on her own.
Yeah.
When you really need her to do something on her own, to which case you could have had these two feud back and forth, had some really good promos, had some interference in matches, or just let them kind of go at each other. Enjoy it, launch this feud and make Jade the superstar that you guys had brought her in to do. Now, granted, she's still not great in the ring, but hey, she's improved so much since coming to WWE. I'm not saying she's phenomenal, no AJ Styles, but she's doing something. At least it's interesting for so many of us.
Now, he did mention Road Dogg.
You could have done so much more with this and not had to have all the extracurricular bullshit.
Now, Paul did mention Road Dogg, and I have to bring this up because we have all been cursing Michael P.S. Hayes and everything that he said about Chelsea Green. Cursing Michael Hayes.
Michael.
Suck my dick, you.
Oh, Chelsea Green. Thank you. Suck my dick, eat. So, Road Dogg and Chelsea Green was talking about it. So, he said, unlike Michael Hayes said, I totally understand people not seeing her worth if you're only looking through a top guy lens. If you're only looking for a main event of WrestleMania, I can see you not having her in that vision. But I also see the potential that she could be in that vision. I firmly believe that, and I'll go to my grave believing it. She's the right kind of human being. She's a workhorse. She says no to nothing and yes to everything. She kicked a 40-yard field goal with a broken ankle, for the love of God. The girl's a national treasure. Thank you, Road Dogg. Thank you, Road Dogg. Boom.
Can I get that on a placard somewhere? Because you know what? That's totally 100% accurate.
Thank you. Michael Hayes.
Come on.
Oh, and Michael Hayes. Nicola.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Damn straight.
No yeet for Michael
No
Hayes.
heat for Michael
Yeah,
Hayes.
no eat whatsoever for him. But
Get it down.
there is no reason that we should be getting the match that we are.
No. It should be
You
beyond.
know, you have Chelsea Green.
Yep.
I can easily imagine a world where maybe it's not Rhea facing Jade. Maybe it's Chelsea. Like I could see her in the main title picture. She connects with people on a whole different level.
Yep.
Those of us that have seen her on Lucha Underground, seen her work on the Indies, we know what Homegirl can do.
TNA.
I would love to see her, and you know what? If there was a time to turn her face, it's now, because this whole Secret Harvest thing and this gimmick she's doing now, it is over like hell.
And it's funny. She's in the wheelchair being pushed by Alba Fire. It's hilarious. And I got to ask Rob now this. We mentioned Rhea and Jade and this whole fuckery of bringing Rio back together after they just split up. Your thoughts on the Jade and the Baddies 2.0, a.k.a. the takeover of Jade, Mia Yim, and B-Fab, the whole nine that we saw on SmackDown this week?
Don't like it. Haven't really liked this from the beginning. I even called this out when they first formed. It was just like, why do we need the Baddies 2.0? This kind of sucks. I mean, they're not Layla Gray. They're not Red Velvet. Like, you've got Mia Yim, who can do something. Not this. She can do something. And you've got her doing this. I just also find it kind of ironic that they put Jade together with the two people that she allegedly injured on house shows.
Yep. Yep.
I meant to bring that up a couple weeks ago, but the irony there is just
hilarious.
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
Nicola, your thoughts on Baddies 2.0?
before you get there, before you go, Nicola, I actually have a question for both you and Rob because y'all aren't here. Do you think SmackDown should be specifically either kind of like a build to WrestleMania, what's going to happen the next couple of days, and then maybe the first hour be all that, and then the second, third hour, and then so on and so forth be the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just needed more opinions on this because you know what, that's my I don't see a purpose for having matches given, and I said this to them, I said this to the boys, to Michael and DC. If you look at it, they live on the East Coast. Now, say everything happens for us, it's always at like 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock for them, sometime in the morning for Nicola. So Nicola gets to have breakfast to watch everything. But here's I know not all the time. I know you guys get pay-per-views, the PLEs like in the middle of the damn night and early ass in the morning, you know, that you guys got to watch them. But my point is that for us, it's like Rob and I, we got 5 o'clock. The boys up there, you know, they got 8 o'clock on the East Coast. If you do 3 hours of SmackDown, that's 8 o'clock for us when it ends, 11 o'clock for them. I don't know whatever time it is for you. But pretty much you're having breakfast watching the Hall of Fame is what I'm getting at. Is like it starts an hour after SmackDown goes off. So now it's already midnight for them, 9 p.m. for us, and if I'm guessing correctly, 7 a.m. for you.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Or 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Oh yeah, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, my bad. My math is wrong.
Math is not mathing.
My math is not mathing.
It'll literally be 3 o'clock in the morning. That'll start like with SmackDown. It starts at 1 o'clock in the morning UK time, finishes at 3, and then obviously after that. So yeah, that'll be an all nighter. That's normal though, Demon. Never sleeps.
It's true.
But that's what I'm saying though. It's like it doesn't make any sense to have on a Friday night, especially before WrestleMania, to have anything other than maybe an hour for previewing the 2 nights that you're gonna have, or just completely eliminate the previewing and just move that to Saturday, you know, before WrestleMania, since you have like a 2-hour freaking pre-show before you get into the actual WrestleMania event, and then you know, watch just make it the whole Hall of Fame. I mean, and it runs over like 8 hours anyway, so
you know what you could do with it,
eliminate it altogether.
Yep.
No, I'm just joking.
Curse, can we get Danhausen to curse Ari Emanuel? You know, please.
Yes, that too.
No, what you could easily do, turn SmackDown into, you know, have NXT, you know, have them come in. Have NXT take over SmackDown, whatever. You know, have one more takeover.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe we get some NXT storyline stuff, but maybe we also get some crossover matches. Maybe we, you know, get people that are in NXT and they wrestle people that are on SmackDown. Maybe we get some TNA versus SmackDown folk. Can't tell me Mike Santana versus Tama Tonga wouldn't be awesome.
I mean, we saw him on NXT in that 6-man. Like, that was friggin' awesome. Give me some more of Mike Santana on TNA or TNA matches. And I want to ask Nico, because there's some TNA we're going to discuss after I ask Nico this question. Nico, your thoughts on the baddies, Rhea Ripley and your girl, Jade? Mia Yim?
I absolutely hate it. I said it last time we started talking about it. Like you said, how do you walk up to someone who's beaten both up and gone, hey, we're going to be a little group, we're all besties now? How the fuck does that work? Suck my dick, you. No, it's just a no-no.
There you go.
What the hell? Number one, Jade's run sucks. We've all said that. She's once.
Oh shit.
And then all of a sudden it's now like, oh, well, I beat you to like, we're all besties. Make it make sense, because it doesn't. And it's boring. And yeah, I can't wait for this match.
And the thing too
that is the biggest sarcastic way I could put that.
And Rhea Ripley, mommy, we love you. We really do love you. But we
love you, mommy.
But you're carrying. We're back to Rio again after we said goodbye. It just So we go from SmackDown, and I have to ask this. So these are the new matches they announced on WrestleMania. So Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. We got Sami Zayn and Trick Williams for the U.S. title. We have Finn Balor against Dominic, the grudge match with Finn and Dom. We have the Fatal 5-Way Ladder match, Penta versus Javon Evans versus Dragon Lee versus JD McDonough versus Rusev. The Irresistible Forces versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria versus the Bella Twins for the tag titles. And as we saw on Raw, that we have to bring up. So Paul Heyman, being Paul Heyman, is in the ring, and then Seth Rollins comes out. He returns. He's out on bail, fresh out of jail, but he ain't California dreaming. But he doesn't hear the hoochie screaming. And he's going in there beating. I love you too, Paul. And I love you too, Rob. So Seth Rollins is in the ring, and Paul Heyman is just like, oh shit, he's out of jail. And then Seth is about to curb stomp Paul.
Put him back.
Rob, that's your friend.
Sometimes.
Thanks a lot, guys. So we had that happen. And then all of a sudden, here comes the career killer himself, Gunther, choking out Seth Rollins, and now it's Seth Rollins and Gunther at WrestleMania. Because Braun Breaker is not cleared. They were going to do Gunther and Ray, but Ray is hurt. So they put these two together, and I guess the reason why it's going to be like that is Gunther got hired by Paul Heyman to take out Seth. Gunther and Seth.
Oh, yeah. No.
Sure,
whatever. Your guys' thoughts on Gunther versus Seth?
Can we say Paul Heyman versus Seth? Can that happen instead? Because I'm loving it, watching his head get stamped into the floor every week. That's been well entertaining to watch him get beaten by Seth.
Yeah, I think we are all, and I always say this on all of our shows collectively and respectfully, guys and our listeners, for anybody that checks us out, we thank you so much, number one. But number two, we hate having this energy of like, but this is what wrestling has given us, is a lot of, and this is how we feel towards Seth Rollins and Gunther. It's just,
You know,
yeah.
The thing that Mike, Gunther versus Seth could be a good story,
and it's a great match. But what the hell sucks.
I think the two of them will have a good match.
Agreed.
We know what each can do. What they could have done this story, we all knew a couple weeks ago Braun probably wasn't going to make it, and if you knew weeks ago, wouldn't it have maybe made sense? They said Gunther came back after 3 weeks.
Yep. And now he's going in there with
Because Gunther's got superpowers, like all of a sudden they all do. Why do you heal sometimes when they're like all of a sudden they get really badly hurt and the next week they're back in the ring standing going, yeah, no, it was just that if I had them, whatever, carry on. Somebody keep, no reason.
Paul, your thoughts on Seth Rollins and Gunther?
I think it's like I can only say like we could look at a few AEW matches and think to ourselves, why are those two in the ring together? But we know that it's going to be a good match, even though we know that those two people shouldn't be in the ring together. And we could pretty much already say, but even though the match doesn't make sense, we know it's going to be a good match.
Yes.
And that's what we look at when we think of these two. And I think Gunther should be the one to go over. And the only reason why I think that is because if you're trying to build him up to be who he was when he was beating John Cena and, retiring AJ Styles and all this, it makes more sense for him to be the one to go over and Seth kind of. I don't want it to be an interference. I really, really don't. Yeah. But part of me still is in that mindset of somebody's going to interfere. And I think the person that's going to interfere is going to be Paul Heyman.
Because that's what we do.
He's so good at that, though. Always doing the double standard kind of thing. Or maybe not. I don't know.
I personally think if you're going to have anybody that's going to do this, and I'm hoping that Braun is somewhat cleared, and he could do at least a spear on him.
Yeah,
I would like that. If anything, maybe just a spear, to kind of bring their feud back up and kind of give it new life. That would work for me.
Now, Rob, we'll get your thoughts on this. Seth and Gunther.
Again, who asked for this?
It's a common theme, like literally with everything is who asked for this.
You literally did this to put Gunther and Seth on the WrestleMania card because you had nothing for them, which fucking boggles my goddamn mind. Because I'm sure collectively we could come up with something in about 3 minutes and 47 seconds for both of them. But yet we've got a whole creative team of motherfuckers sitting on their goddamn hands who can't figure out something for Seth fucking Rollins. I said his unredacted name. And Gunther. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Why couldn't we have gotten Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul?
I mean, we've done it, but it would be fun.
I know we've done it before. Give it a stipulation. Give it an unsanctioned match. You're already going to do it for freaking Jacob and Drew. You might as well do it for them too.
Yeah, but they're worth it. Logan's not.
Okay, so as of 2 days ago, Braun's clear.
Is he?
As of 2 days ago.
Okay, so have him get involved. There you go.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
We're not geniuses. Dear Triple H, dear Paul Levesque, we are not geniuses, but yet we can come up and hold on. I believe Rob was timing you at 3 minutes and 47 seconds, right? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay, he was timing you, Dan. So you had 3 minutes and 47 seconds to come up with a good idea. So
and I do.
And you did.
Yeah, I did.
Now, Rob, in 3 minutes and 47 seconds, why don't you come up with a good idea for Mr. Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins? And your time starts now.
6, 7.
6, 7.
No.
I had to get that. I had to get that.
I know. Nicola would be like, just suck my dick.
Suck my dick.
Yeah, but also at the minute, every time I say 6 and 7, I lose my shit. I'm like, it just reminds me of titties.
Yeah.
Everyone only idiots walking around doing this.
About an hour and 12 minutes in the show, I had to get that in there for Nicola just once.
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck you.
Speaking of getting in there, Nicola's mom.
Hi, Nicola's mom. Hi,
Nicola's mom.
Hope your birthday was well.
Hope you have a happy birthday. Yes.
Hope it was.
You had a great birthday.
You have one beautiful daughter. Don't tell her husband I said that.
What?
Here's
and then don't tell my wife that I was flirting with her either. So don't.
I'm actually seeing her on Monday, so I will say hello.
Okay. We wish her a very, very happy birthday.
So here's what you do.
Okay.
Gunther, Ilya Dragunov.
I've been dying for that. I've been dying.
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that Seth Rollins and Carmelo Hayes would not fucking burn the place down.
Absolutely.
Literally.
Just let them go. Like, these are two matches. You could have a fantastic match with zero build. Some people can do that.
Finn Balor and AJ Styles from TLC 2017 says what?
Yeah.
What about Finn Balor versus who Seth Rollins.
Yeah, well, we got the Dominic feud though, so we got to see him mollywop Dominic. Hopefully,
I can't wait to see that.
Gotta see the demon come out.
Demon, right? We've been saying have the demon come out, take out Dominic.
Not the demoness.
Yes,
the demon. We see the demoness. Girl, we see you.
So
I know. I don't hide it anymore.
Something else that we see. We're going to move over briefly to TNA before we talk about tonight's NXT Stand and Deliver. Next week, we got a lot to talk about. We got AEW Dynasty and TNA Rebellion. TNA is Saturday and AEW is Sunday. Oh, my God. But I have to mention this since the two Black Arts are here. So the ending of TNA Impact this week. All right. So as we saw on Sacrifice,
I know what you're going to talk about.
Mila Moore got abducted by
I know we were going there.
Yeah, you know. Mila Moore got abducted by Havoc, and now Victoria Crawford also got abducted. And then this week on TNA, Tessa Blanchard, a.k.a. Puta McPuta, followed the White Rabbit, and then she wound up in the Undead Realm with Father James Mitchell. What is this place? The Undead Realm. And that ended TNA. Tessa's in the Undead Realm, baby.
Father James, please lock her up in a dungeon and fucking throw away the key.
We got
Actually,
we have to pay you a visit too, sir, because you did indeed curse us. So
you cursed both of us.
So it makes sense that Tessa's involved in this. I know you two don't like it, but
I do. The Undead Realm, unless she's being tortured. No,
I do see
in demon form, what I'm saying, and in the other respects. Never mind. Yeah, just fucking shut up.
I do think they're going to.
Sorry, you got caught up in this too, Mila. I mean, but you were hanging out with Tesla, so you kind of.
We do have the Diamond Collective are probably going to face Rosemary, Alley, and maybe Havoc, so we know that's coming. So we get some interaction there.
You're gonna get your ass beat by the demon crew.
Paul, what are your thoughts on Tessa Blanchard in the Undead Realm?
I had that come across my feed, and I was like,
"What
is this where we're at in TNA?" And I don't mind it. Now, don't mind you. I don't mind it, and I think it's fresh. I think it's different. I think we're kind of in that dark era,
right?
Demoness,
right?
We're in that dark era, but with her.
I mean, it's a 7
of all people, her.
It's a 7.
I would have preferred Rosemary be there.
Agree.
And just be there.
It's a 7-year parallel from the overall Undead Realm of Allie's killing and now the resurrection. But I agree. It's like, if you remember back in the day, Tessa had nothing to do with that. That was all Kiera Hogan, Sue Young, and everybody in there. But now you had Mara Sade be involved. It's like, hey, I'm watching over you. The Hive Mother's watching you. So there's stuff like that. But yeah, Dan, what are your thoughts on the Undead Realm with Tessa Blanchard and Rosemary and the 7 Deadly Sins?
Fucking why?
Because you. Because 7 years, Daniel. 7 years, Undead Realm. But Tessa,
I got 7 years of bad luck.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Rob, your thoughts on Tessa and the Undead Realm at the ending of Impact?
You know what? As excited as we were, specifically me and Nicola, about this whole storyline kind of developing, and the fact that we have Rosemary back on TV doing this really intricate storyline, we now have Tessa involved, and we're just like,
why,
motherfucker, why?
Because she kidnapped her girl, and again, we understand it. But Tessa Blanchard, who was doing stuff with Indy Hartwell and just kind of around and doing her thing with the Diamond Collective, and it's just like.
If a demon wants you, the demon will claim you. If it does not, then it will leave you the fuck alone. Clearly, you walk through the wrong door.
Yeah,
you are not worthy of being taken by a demon. Trust me.
You fucked up.
You fucked up.
Yes, I have to come after you when you've been no part of any storyline to do with any of this in any term.
So, with that being said, Nicola, who's coming next? Because I think you've hit every one, right?
Probably Sue Young.
No, I don't. I think it's going to be. I don't know what his actual name is. The one who played her devil dad the first time round in the Undead Realm, but I've forgotten his name. And he had star across his head.
Kevin Sullivan.
She called him.
Yeah. Kevin Sullivan.
Was it Kevin Sullivan? Yeah, it was Kevin Sullivan, wasn't it?
Or is that a different?
Yeah. No. It must be that one because I've said. Yeah, I think it's going to be him. The one who ever plays the devil, her father, that's going to be the next one, I think.
Yeah, Kevin Sullivan. No, wait,
Yeah.
he died. No, Kevin Sullivan died. Never mind then. Never mind.
Okay, well, someone else imitating Dad. That's what I think is going to be next, but can't. That's what I thought it was coming, but now you said that.
Bram.
If not, right, yeah, it's either Sue Young, Bram, or I said someone else. Hold on. You keep talking, I'll think about it, see if it pops in my head.
Fair enough. So the other thing that Dan brought up with
TNA.
Abyss. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But not to wrestle. Not to wrestle, just to appear in his form and just be like part of it. Because obviously you know he can't wrestle anymore, but I think that'd be pretty cool.
Now, the other side of TNA that Dan brought up, Buff Bagwell cut a promo.
Well,
who did?
Buff Bagwell.
You had asked Mike who next I could bring in. I'll answer that.
Okay, go ahead, Daniel.
Bring in Rick Victor. I know they had Connor for a bit.
The Ascension.
Do a rebrand of the Ascension.
Mm-hmm.
And NXT, those two dudes fucking kick ass.
Oh, they were awesome. Then they brought them to the main roster and they sucked.
And completely, you literally had the modern day Road Warriors. You could have made them the modern day Road Warriors and it would have worked.
But Vince was in charge.
Exactly. Like you had it. I mean, this was also back when Triple H had it.
True. That was his NXT back in the day. And now Buff Bagwell, which is great to see Buff back doing his thing and doing the stuff. What did you guys think of Buff Bagwell on TNA? The OG Buff Bagwell himself. Yeah. Elijah?
You know, just one time, I would love for TNA to reach out to WWE and just say, hey, we know you got the records, but can you lend us Buff Bagwell's theme from WCW?
Which one are you? His or the American Males?
No, the Buff Bagwell, where he sang his own theme song.
Buff the stuff. Buff the stuff.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, crowd, at least us old heads, would lose our shit.
Sorry, my bad. I was flexing.
No, you're fine. I mean, you look at what we have right now in TNA Rebellion. So next week's card looks a little like this. Leon Slater and Cedric Alexander for the TNA X Division title. Frankie Kazarian versus Elijah. Nick Nemeth in a grudge match against AJ Francis. Trey Miguel versus Mustafa Ali in a singles match for the International. The Elegance brand in a 6-women hardcore country tag team match against Mickey James, ODT, and Terrence Harrell. And a POS match, and a big match, if you will, big man slapping meat. Moose versus Special Agent Zero of the Order 4. Ariana Grace versus Lei Ying Lee for the Knockouts title. The Hardys versus the System, and for the tag title. And Mike Santana and Eddie Edwards in the world title match, Feast or Fired. I got to tell y'all right now, shout out to that referee and speedy recovery to Steve Macklin for that super kick.
Yeah.
Woo! That ref deserves a lot of love for that. But yeah, that's Rebellion for next week. I am looking forward to talking about that with y'all.
Yeah.
And then get on the other side, the Dynasty side. Apparently, we have 6 matches. So on the pre-show, it's Alex Windsor versus
6 or 7 matches, Michael.
Well, we have 6 right now. Alex
6,
Windsor.
7.
We'll get 6 more.
Yeah.
We'll get 6 more.
So we got Alex Windsor versus Alex Windsor versus Marina Shafir is on the pre-show. FTR versus Cope and Cage for the tag titles. John Moxley versus Will Ospreay for the AEW Continental Championship. Andrade El Idolo versus Darby Allin. And if Darby Allin wins, he'll get a future AEW World title shot. MJF and Kenny Omega for the world title. And as announced on Collision, Tekla versus Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's World Championship. Okay. First of all, after hearing both of those cards, and we have a great week in wrestling next week to talk about, which sounds better thus far, the TNA show or the AEW show?
Neither. I mean, sorry. My bad. I got my first answer. Neither.
Well, the TNA show sounds complete. I think a standout there is going to be Trey Miguel and Mustafa Ali. That shit is going to bang.
Leon Slater and Cedric, absolutely.
Oh, fine. All right, fine. That match, yes. All right, fine.
The Hardys is going to be great with Bear Bronson and Brian Myers. I like that.
Yeah, one too.
That one's, I mean, I could take or leave that.
Mike Santana, Eddie Edwards.
No.
I could take or leave that too, but I mean, I'm sure that's going to be good.
Hardcore Country 6-woman tag.
All right.
Mickey
Oh,
ODB.
hell no.
Pass.
Oh, wait. You just said ODB, though.
Well, yeah, well, it's Mickey James, ODB, and Taryn Terrell against the Elegance brand.
Okay, ODB and Paracarrel, fuck yeah, but no.
For the nostalgia purpose, sure.
Yeah, sure. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, all of that.
All right, Paul, take it away. What do you think?
I think the only one of those three that could really go is Mickey James. Really.
Well, Taryn Terrell hasn't been in the ring.
And again, Taryn Terrell hasn't wrestled in TNA in like 12 years.
Like 10 or
Was
11.
it? Is that what they said?
Yeah, she hasn't wrestled in TNA since 2016.
Yeah.
And ODB
for
was
10
back
years.
in years.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, she's 40. She still looks great.
I'm not saying she don't look great. I said she just she hasn't wrestled in 10 years or 12. I said 12, but I thought it was 2014. But hey, you said 20. Hey, you said 10 years.
The last time she wrestled was in NWA during the COVID era, but that was 5 years ago.
fuck me, that feels like a lifetime ago.
Exactly.
In wrestling years, that's a whole new era.
Yeah.
And
In our years is a whole new decade.
You know what? What's interesting though is that for TNA,
Was that a Triple H joke?
yeah, exactly. You know what's interesting though is that for TNA, you know, that's no offense to 6'7". Their sweet spot is about between 6 to 8 matches. That's their sweet spot
yes,
because they could still build. They've been building everything, and you know that's kind of like for them, it's perfect. You know, and the tickets are cheap, so you know it's not like you're spending your a kidney or having to sell blood to go see them a la WWE. TKO.
TKO.
All right, Manuel.
But I think I just think for them it's a sweet spot. 6, 7, 8 matches at the most, maybe one of them be on the pre-show.
Yes.
And I think that's something that AEW should do. Not 13 fucking matches and have 2 of them on the fucking pre-show. And then you got 11 matches that everybody's got to sit through for the next 4.5 hours, 5 hours.
I mean, do you guys like the AEW card thus far? How does that look to you guys, or what the matches that they've announced?
I think it's nice. I think it's cool. I don't see anything really bad about it, but
I mean, Tekla and Jamie Hayter's sticking up because Tony got out. I think Ospreay and John Moxley will be fine. I think that's a great grudge match.
We know the wrestling is going to be good.
Yeah,
we already know that.
We know Cope and Christian are going to win the tag titles.
Oh!
And the wrestling's going to be good, but we've always said this. I said this on our shows. It's the New Japan formula. He likes to do 13 matches, and then it ends at 12:30, and it's like people got to go to work the next day, Tony.
On Sunday.
On Sunday.
Put them pay-per-views back on Saturday, Tony.
Yeah.
We shall see. And
and TNA can take the Saturday. You know what? They've been doing them on Fridays.
Yeah, they'll have TNA take the Saturday. Something
different. You know, it's like I said, it's cool with me. Yeah. Sunday. Have TNA on Sunday. Let AEW have Saturday and let them just.
I mean, like Rob said, the wrestling's going to be good, but has the stories for you been like really investing? It doesn't make me want to have to use this as of late. I'm sure I'm probably going to use them, but has the story been a little bit better? Sort of, kind of. What do y'all think going into Dynasty?
It's been fine.
I think they're too repetitive. Yeah. That's just been my view, and that it's like wash, rinse, repeat. Let's do this again. Hence why every death match just seems to go the exact same way. Yes, you have freaking tacks. Yes, you have tables. Yes, you have glass. Yes, you have spots off of the stage. It's repetitive. So again, wash, rinse, repeat. So if you're getting a Texas death match every 3 months, it kind of loses its luster.
It reminded me of when WWE did the pay-per-views of Hell in a Cell because
No. Go back.
Yes.
It was WCW that used to do that shit all the fucking time.
Do that with the War Games, yeah.
With War Games fucking matches. And Hog Wild was always the exact same bullshit over and over and over every fucking year.
Well, that's also kind of like with me, like I mentioned, like when WWE had the theme pay-per-views, it's like it just became a thing. Like Money in the Bank was synonymous with WrestleMania. Hell in a Cell was the closer for feuds. Like you don't really do that anymore, and that's the thing.
No, because they wanted to go away from it, and Rob knows. Rob knows that they've just been wanting to go away from that shit.
We're also kind of in a time period where wrestling is very much rinse, lather, repeat right now. That goes with all wrestling. So,
well, Mike, to be fair,
yeah.
The Hell in a Cell has changed. I will give them credit for that.
Yep.
Because if you think about it, now
you're not throwing anybody off the top.
No.
And you're also not seeing as many of them. Like we in the past 6 years, we've maybe gotten less than a handful.
That's true. Well, I will say this. When it does come to what we're getting, we have been really getting a lot when it comes to wrestling. And this portion of the show, let's get into what we thought of Stand and Deliver. So they did open with a match on the kickoff. Did you guys see the kickoff match?
No.
That I'm telling you, this whole fucking PLE
it was perfect. It was awesome.
Perfect. Kudos to Shawn Michaels and Sexy Red for coming out in the beginning of the show.
Sexy Red. Sexy Red.
That was the highlight of my show. That was I just had to turn it off from there. I didn't know what else happened, but hey, I had to turn it off from there. I got to see Sexy Red and Shawn Michaels in the ring.
Let's be honest. We also got Lola Vice and Sexy Red twerking, so that was awesome.
Oh yeah. We got that too. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I did watch the rest of the show.
Well, I will say this. So the kickoff match that I did enjoy was Hank and Tank, Shiloh Hill, E.K. Prosper. So E.K. Prosper, the former Eli Knight, they had him change his name because it's
yeah.
Thank you both. And Ren Sinclair defeated the Birthright, Rob's new favorite tag team of Lexis King, Stax, Charlie Dempsey, Uriah Connors, and Ariana Grace. The highlight really of the match was just Ren Sinclair getting her suplex in on Charlie Dempsey. They all worked hard. It was a very good match. Shiloh Hill pinning Charlie Dempsey. But the thing, too, is it was there to really lighten it up. Did you guys miss much? No. But for the purpose of what this was, it was good. And then we get into the main card. We did start with Lola Vice, JC Jane, and Kendall Gray for the women's title. This was the perfect finish. Lola Vice finally winning that championship, finally getting her revenge on JC Jane from many months ago, which saw Lainey Reed go into Toxic Attraction, a.k.a. Fatal Influence. It's Toxic Attraction 2.0. Yes. I thought what they all did was fantastic. It's too soon for Kendall Gray, but damn it, this was a hot opener, and I'm going to start with Paul on this. Your thoughts on Lola Vice finally getting the title?
Man, all I wanted to watch was her shake her hips. That was all I wanted to watch. I was just glad Lola got her out there and did the hip shake after she won. That was all I wanted. No, it was interesting to watch. I mean, oh, hi, Nicola.
Welcome back.
Thank you for joining us again. We appreciate you being here.
Oh, there's bad weather in the UK. There's like gale force winds and rain, and so it's kicking me out every now and then.
You're fine. We're just talking about stand and
deliver. It's cool. We're just talking about stand and deliver. And hold on. Before I get to the finish of it, I thought it showcased Kendall Gray to be exactly who we all know she is.
Hell yeah.
A fucking excellent damn wrestler. Not a superstar, not a freaking none of that bullshit. She is an actual wrestler. She went out there and kicked ass, and looked amazing doing it.
Agreed. I think for me,
I'll go for it.
I'm agreeing with your point because of what we saw in Evolve in such a short time and what she's doing now with Ren. She literally is one of the best things going right now. Such a great young talent, really, really has heightened herself and just constantly learns and progresses. She is going to be an absolute superstar. And I'm right there with you. It showed her to be the great wrestler that she is. It finished the story with Lola. So everything had perfect. So, Dan, I will go with you next. Your thoughts on Lola Vice and JC Jane and Kendall Gray?
I have been a fan of Lola Vice, since the get-go. The underground matches, she's got that MMA cred. We know what she can do.
Mhm.
I think it was definitely the right call. I think it's almost time for JC to get called up.
Yes.
Kudos to her. When they split up her and Gigi, I was worried about her. I thought maybe JC, but she's made this work.
She absolutely has. And I mean, it's one of those things too where, and we'll go to Rob on this one next, your thoughts on just these three women tearing it down. They did the dusty finish on NXT, and then we killed it with this match. Your thoughts on the win of Lola Vice of the women's title?
I think it was the right time for Lola Vice. I'm not a big fan of the JC Jane, the Daniel Garcia of NXT.
Oh, that's harsh.
No, it's even Logan Paul of fucking NXT.
It's not wrong though.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but that was just wrong.
That was
cold.
I mean, wrong in a good way. Wrong in a good way, but you're not wrong.
That was cold-blooded, Roberto.
It'd be like that sometimes, but
Sure.
I think the real standout of the show here was Kendall Gray. I've never really watched Kendall before. I don't watch Evolve. Maybe I should.
Dude, check it out. Check it out.
It's holy shit. Like, from her style of wrestling, it almost feels like she's been in Japan for a couple of years.
And also just the amateur background. Like, she was one wrestling with the dudes in like high school, college, like her amateur build. She's like a female version of Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about her. I had to go to the wiki and like look to see what she's done, where she's been, where what's going on, because like holy shit, like they've got a star here. They've got a wrestler. Like, goddamn. Like, it's cool Lola won, but I was more enamored with Kendall Gray.
Ooh. Now, Nicola, we got to talk about the ladies here. Your thoughts on Lola Vice winning the title and Lola Vice, JC Jane, and Kendall Gray?
I hate JC Jane. I do not like her. Her voice irritates me. Huh?
Thank you, sister.
Of course. Always. Yeah. No, I can't. Every time she starts to talk, I literally want to throw something at her head. Just so she'll shut up for 10 minutes.
So did you enjoy Did you enjoy Lola winning the title?
Yeah, of course I did. Made me smile. I was just like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. That's what you get, kind of thing. But yeah, Lola's pretty good. That's what you get. And that's the other one. Fuck right off, suck my dick, yeet. You suck. Fuck off.
Perfectly, excellently executed.
It's not demon wisdom this time. It's demon bitching.
No, that was bluntness. Demon bitching, demon wisdom. It doesn't even matter. That was
Well, I can be blunt in both forms. Demon or Nicola. Depends what mood I'm in.
You gotta love it though, man. And speaking of what we gotta love, well, apparently Rob and Nicola don't like these two, and we'll get to the segment why they don't like these two. The Vanity Project are our next matchup as they defend the NXT Tag Team Championships. It is Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes against Los Americanos. Bravo Americano and Rayo Americano, who are not Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, managed by El Grande Americano, who is not Ludwig Kaiser. Man, I felt like I went back into a time machine and watched the Undisputed Era against Mustache Mountain. This right here, and trust me, the Vanity Project are no Undisputed Era, but they're in it with a team like Dunn and Bate and Los Americanos. They work magic. They can have a great match with a broom. These two traded suplexes and multiple near falls. We saw the metal right into here with the mask, and then Grande taking out Jackson Drake. And then at the end, we saw Jackson Drake hit Bravo Americano, that being Tyler Bate. And then we got the double team finish, the reverse DDT stomp. Allegedly. We got the reverse DDT stomp from Smokes and Baylor. 1, 2, 3. Vanity Project retained. Big win for the Vanity Project. I've seen their work on Evolve. Pretty much the best way I could sum it up, and I said it to Rob and Nikla, and I'll say it to all of us here on this fine program. They are like the Winklevosses if they were thrown into a dryer. Social network, like snobby rich snobs. Daddy friggin' goes to the country club. Frat boy type of
Ew.
And maybe
No.
that's why we probably don't like them.
Exactly. It's the spoiled rich kid frat
So
boy.
it's Mean Street Posse.
If they put him in that's great. That's a great comparison. Mean Street Posse. If they,
I didn't even watch the match because I fell asleep. But that segment with
Blake Monroe.
Yeah, I was just like,
she can fuck right off.
We'll get to that match.
We'll get to that, but it was just like,
don't hate on Blake. Please do not hate on Blake.
Oh, you have.
I do not. I do not hate her as a person. I hate her character. That's all it is.
Okay. I'm just saying.
You know what I got to say to you on that, Nicola?
Say it.
Tater tot, darling.
Oh, that's the other thing. What the fuck? Even I was sick. No, this will be a rant for 15 minutes, so zip it, Nicola. Demons, shut up.
You've got muscle muffins and tater tots.
This is what I don't get, right? Because when they started saying that, I'm sitting there going, why is she naming every fucking food possible to call someone that?
Oh, God.
What the fuck is wrong with you, woman? Just call him by the... It's her character. She's probably awesome in reality, but that character, when she's all glam, clearly I'm not a glam person. Not that I'm against anyone that is a glam person, but fuck right off.
Okay.
Before I look through that mirror back at you.
I have to get this thought out here because we were joking about the Vanity Project. It reminds me of the Gen Z slang. Like, I hate when they say hundos and all that crap. Like, hundos, it would annoy me because they're Gen Zers. It's the Gen Z slang, and it just reminds me of this younger generation that absolutely...
Also, her saying darling, the way she says it, is also she's acting... We got a Tony Storm, and she's trying to be posh British, and it just doesn't work with her. Especially when she goes, toodles, and I'm like...
Yes, you may be useful, boys. Get me a hairbrush. Right, yeah,
tell them to brush her hair. Brush her own fucking hair. No one bows to you, motherfucker. Get back up.
This is why I love doing shows with her, because she just, at least I know that she'll go off the script. Not that we have a script, but I love when the demon goes off script.
There's not been a script for me. Trust me, it just comes out, and I forget what I'm saying.
And I'm waiting for you to tell her to suck your dick, and just tell her.
I'm getting to that. Oh, it's coming. Don't worry. She can suck my dick. Yeet.
Well, we'll say it again when we get to her match. So I'll go to Dan since Rob did you see the end of the match or did you not see the match?
No, I did not see the match at all. I was out.
I will say this, even though they are dickheads, watch the match back because it was very good. Daniel, your thoughts on the Vanity Project retaining over Los Americanos?
Who are not Tyler Bates, nor are they Peter Beaton. They are not those people. It was good. It was fun. You know, it's the Americanos thing growing. Vanity Project, like, just fucking call them Mean Street Posse 2.0.
Come out with the Mean Street Posse music. Pete Gas was my uncle or whatever. Get Pete Gas in there. Somebody dig up Rodney.
Uncle Peter.
Joey Abs. Just get the whole fucking Mean Street Posse in there. Joey Abs. Joey fucking Abs.
See, you just need one of them to come back and be like their mentor and be like, yeah, I'll be your manager, and it'd be 2.0.
I would get Pete Gas because Pete Gas is the most one who's out there. So somebody call Pete Gas. Paul, what were your thoughts on Vanity Project and Los Americanos?
It's not like calling them the Spirit Squad, you know.
Hey.
Mickey!
Mikey! Johnny!
Oh, good. No. What?
It was a cool match. It really was a cool match. I really liked it. It was kind of like one of those, I wish something different would have happened. I really wish something different would have happened, but hey, it didn't happen. It's a stand and deliver.
Yeah.
Stand and deliver is usually the night before, the same day as WrestleMania, but they moved it because apparently they didn't want to have 3 events or 2 events at the same time to have people run from one side of the freeway, across the freeway over to Allegiant Stadium, which if you have never been to Vegas, in which case Michael has and Rob has, and
Yeah.
you haven't. I know you haven't, and I know Dan hasn't, but on one side of the freeway is T-Mobile Arena. On the other side of the freeway is Allegiant Stadium. So either you finish one there, run across, which is no fucking small task.
Oh, it's not.
Get on the other side and try and get in the damn stadium. So run with that idea.
Whew. Now,
They
Nicola,
learned their lesson last year.
they did. Now, Nicola, do you have any thoughts on Vanity Project versus Los Americanos before we move on to the night? Did you see the match, or did you fall asleep?
I missed that one. I watched after that. When I started typing immensely, going, no, boo, and then Rob was going, I was waiting for you to start. I was like, I know.
She was still ranting about Blake Monroe.
Or is
That's what they were waiting for. That was what they were waiting for. They were like, they saw it come.
That's what she was doing. She was like this pompous bitch.
Blake Monroe, to quote Nikita Lyons singing Blake Monroe. So I will say this
That's
for you.
Somebody who needs to get on the damn card. I don't need to see me some Nikita Lyons out there. You know what I'm saying?
You just want to see her twerk. That's all you want to do. You want to see
Shut
her.
up. Why you got to bring up all that? Jeez. Like I haven't already mentioned it like 10,000 times.
Yeah, what? So
I think there's nothing wrong with twerking if you can do it, though.
that is true.
I cannot.
Oh, Nicola, get busy. Woo woo.
Like I said, it's like that scene in Be Cool with Vince Vaughn and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. You can't get away with having a nice ass forever. Eventually, you're gonna have to develop a personality. Anyway, I digress. So we'll move on to thank you. Fuck that noise. I like it. So moving on to the next match, and I will say to Robin Nicholas, since you haven't seen that match, go back and watch it. It's good, even though the Vanity Project.
Yeah, we'll be back next week, and we'll end up asking you, "Hey, did you watch the match?"
Did you watch the match?
You'll see me go. I literally watched it after we all hung up. I was like, tablet ready to go. Yeah, got ya.
So, speaking of the ladies, we move on to the grudge match of Sol Ruca versus Zarya. And I got to tell you, these women kicked the absolute crap out of each other. The Soul Snatcher onto the ramp. Ow.
That was badass. But it looked ouch at the same time.
The F5s, the kickouts, the near falls. These two understood the assignment. I liked how Sol Ruca just came out and absolutely attacked her before the bell. The kick out of the Snell Snatcher, the kick out of the F5. She goes for the F5 off the rope. We get an X Factor off the rope, then Soul Snatcher 1, 2, 3. It adds some more steam. Zarya gets pissed. We get more of this. I did enjoy these two. I knew they were going to dig it out and just kill it. But at the end of the day, too, you have Sol Ruca and Zarya, who are two of the best athletes right now in the NXT women's division. This was a perfect continuation to their story. Sol Ruca is looking to go back to the title, but you got to think Zarya's can still be in her way. Give me more of this. Sol and Zarya delivered. I'll start with the ladies on this. Nicola, Matt Donald, what were your thoughts on Sol Ruca versus Zarya? Hit me now.
I thought it was absolute chaotic. I liked it, and obviously I'm familiar with them both now, but I wasn't before, and some of them moves are fucking crazy, and that was a lot of pain. So yeah, it was a very good match.
We'll move on over to Paul Morales. What were your thoughts on Sol Ruca?
I thought this told their story perfectly. And the fact is that they beat the holy shit out of each other and did everything they needed to do in this damn match. F5, Soul Snatcher, F5.
German suplex after
German suplex, after going off of the top rope, trying to attempt to do something else. It was like everything. And I put it, and I'm going to say this, but it made Delta, Zarya, whatever name you want to call her, it made her look like a damn star. And we know that's the reason why she's here, why she's in NXT, and she looked amazing. Even in defeat, she looked amazing. And I am hoping, I know eventually we're going to get Sol being a champion, and I hope we'll eventually get Sol to drop it to Zarya at some point in time. But man, we are going to see some amazing women come out of this division. Come get up to the main roster at some point. JCJ, yes, she is going to be up there, and I'm hoping that she just kills it up there too.
I can agree wholeheartedly.
Rob, my brother, what did you think of this? What did you think of this?
Hit it.
Since you started watching it again after you woke up.
Yeah, I did. Thankfully, I woke up when I did.
Yeah, thankfully you woke up when you did.
Yeah, definitely a solid match. I think this match made them both look fantastic. I think Zarya definitely had a standout performance here. I wouldn't mind if they ran this back again. I think in a stipulation, something a little hard,
Worth something.
blood, violence.
There you go. No disqualification. Street fight. There you go. Boom.
Tax.
In the words of Batista, give me what I want.
Give me what I want.
Maybe
Call
call up Tony Khan, see if you can do a Texas death match.
Hey now.
he might not answer as I sunk in his, or the Demoness sunk his boat.
Yeah, we did.
Can you imagine these two in a Hell in a Cell?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Sol Ruka and Zarya. That would be sweet. I like
That'd
your
be
style.
Not a steel cage match. No.
On the cell.
I want
As long as
a
it's not, I'm happy.
give me what I want.
Give me what I want.
Yeah.
Daniel, your thoughts,
Slow snatcher off the top of the cage.
right?
Ooh.
Your thoughts on Sol Ruka and Zarya?
You know, there have been rumors that Sol Ruka is in line for a call up. I mean, yeah,
I think she's
What?
still. I think she's great,
Yeah.
but she needs to be there a little bit more.
just a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I would say by summertime, what this match showed me was I want to see it again. Like, we don't really have a whole lot of long-standing women's feuds in WWE.
No.
We don't. When you think of to the level of Rock and Foley, Triple H and Foley, Rock and Austin, Brett and Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg.
You have feuds that withstand the test of time that our fans are like, yeah, hey, remember that story? Then this happened and that happened. This could be one of those feuds.
It could be Alita and Trish.
Exactly.
Great comparison. That is a great comparison.
It could be a Trish and Mickey James. No grabbing them by her pussy.
No grabbing, but yeah, no JJ,
No going.
no cooter.
We just turned into OnlyFans.
No
Yeah,
cooter.
that'll be on OnlyFans. That'll
No
be
cooter.
just on OnlyFans.
We haven't said in a while, but no cooter. No cooters. Hoo-has.
Oh my god, there's Cooter kick. I remember. Yeah, I saw one who started that. She got kicked in the cooter.
They did. Hey, at least it's not taxing the cooter like Chris Statlander back in AEW. Nobody
Oh,
will
fuck.
taxing the cooter. So we
Even
moved on.
I sat there and crossed my leg and went like that. I crossed my legs going, oh no.
So we go from Schnavences, cooters, and tax in them. We go from that to Miles. Yeehaw. We go to the NXT North American Championship match, another match that we were all looking forward to. Miles Bourne went head-to-head with Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling. This match, I got to tell you, elevated Miles Bourne. These two traded great shots. I love the story of Johnny just like down again. Oh, snap. What's happening with Johnny Gargano? Comes back up, hits an arm drag. We got Johnny takeover. We got Johnny Wrestling. We saw him hit the final heartbeat. We saw the Gargano escape. We saw everything that was made up of Johnny Gargano during his NXT run. Miles Bourne hit the power slam a la Randy Orton. He did his thing. This man did a friggin' clothesline out of the ring. He hit the friggin', as he calls it now, Born Again, the old zigzag, 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and he beats Johnny Gargano. Then he shows respect, shows some love to Johnny Gargano. And then he said it on NXT that he was going to be making an impact at Stand and Deliver. Here comes Dion Lennox of Dark State, takes him out with the chair, and there is your next feud, Miles Bourne and Dion Lennox for the North American title. And I will start with Rob on this one. Your thoughts on Miles Bourne and Johnny Gargano? Johnny looked great, elevated Miles.
I think this is exactly what we expected it to be. We know the potential that Miles Bourne has. We know what Johnny Gargano can do. This almost felt like a goodbye though from Johnny, because he did all the hits, hit all the moves. He gave us one last Johnny Wrestling, and I don't know where his contract status is right now, or what the hell he's even going to do. I mean, if this was the end of him in WWE, I think there was no better way to go out.
Dan, I'll have you take this one next. Your thoughts on Miles Bourne and Johnny Gargano, and before that, Rob, what was your thought on the Dion Lennox chair shot at the end?
I'm okay with that. I have grown to kind of like Dark State. I know we were all kind of.
That's because we're all dark. That's why.
That's true. But I know we were all kind of pretentious about it because it looked like Retribution 2.0, but it's kind of evolved into this thing where it's not fucking terrible like Retribution was.
Oh, God.
So.
Now, Dan, your thoughts on Miles and Johnny Gargano and then the aftermatch of the Dion Lennox attack.
Something different for Dion Lennox. If this was the last ride of Johnny Gargano, maybe we get him in the AEW, you know?
FTR against DIY. There you go.
Young Bucks versus FTR, or Young Bucks versus DIY.
I mean, we're getting it for the billionth time. Like, we got it last month. So, I mean, if you want to keep seeing fuck the Revival and the Young Bucks, I mean, hey, man, I mean, it's the feud that never ends. You know what I'm saying?
The feud that never ends.
So, Nicola, your thoughts on Miles Bourne and Johnny Gargano, and then the aftermatch of Dion Lennox attacking Miles Bourne.
I love how.
Sorry.
Say that again, Rob.
Revival.
Fuck the Revival.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
So, Nicola, your thoughts on
Hogan. I agree with him. Yeah, that one.
So, Miles
Fuck Dave Meltzer.
Yes, fuck the Dave Meltzer and the Brian.
Clean your pocket of this.
Your thoughts on Miles Bourne and Johnny Gargano and Dion?
I love that Johnny Gargano played the depressive state so fucking well. The fact that he just lays on the floor, just looking like there's nothing left of him, then out of nowhere he jumps up and turns back into his normal, not depressed self, and kicked the shit out of him. So yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I like him. I did say that when she was pushing him on that thing, was laying on the pallet or whatever. I was like, I would have kicked the thing. I would have pushed it. I would have been like, you know what? You lay there. See ya. I'll walk off again. What the fuck? You want to lay there like that? Bye. I'm going to go get in that ring and wrestle. Fuck you.
So, Paul, your thoughts on Miles Bourne and Johnny Gargano and the Dion Lennox attack afterwards?
I think we could all agree that if this is Johnny's last match in WWE, he went out as only Johnny can.
Yep.
And he was doing whatever Johnny needed to do to make everything look the part. Yep. We got Johnny Wrestling. We got Johnny Takeover. We got every other Johnny that, you know, everybody's ever called him. And it was amazing. It was awesome. And he put over such a great talent in fucking Miles Bourne. So I thought it was great. I liked that Dion Lennox came in afterwards. I love that he attacked him because now it gives him something else to do. I like the little tension between Dark State afterwards, you know, the backstage. I like that because it gives a new wrinkle to the group. But other than that, it was awesome. You got all these guys doing what they're doing, and we're going to see a new level to everything.
Speaking of new levels, and we got 2 more matches to go, but I'm going to take off for a brief second here. But before I do, we're going to go to our semi-main event match. It is Tatum Paxley versus Blake Monroe for the NXT Women's North American Championship. This match, I got to tell you, Tatum's promo before that with the ripping of the doll and the doll as Blake Monroe, that was sweet. Added that little flavor to it. Promo was awesome. Then she comes out, and then we have the match. These two have great chemistry. I mean, we say what we say about Blake Monroe, but she is just very does. Tatum has come a long way from where she was to where she is now. We say it immensely. I enjoyed this match. I like the counter, the flip, and she just has the crazy eyes, and she goes right back at Blake. They're kicking each other, both with their crazy eyes. The woman from Hell's coming out. This side of Tatum's coming out. So they added a nice little layer with the subtleties, intricacies, and nuances. She kicks out after the headbutt into the exposed turnbuckle out of the glamour shot DDT, and then Tatum hits her with the cemetery drive 1, 2, 3. Tatum, thank God, retains. We all were having that feeling that, all right, she gets this title. Please do not take the title so quickly off of her. And they didn't, and it works perfectly, and we get more of these two. But right call, right decision. Tatum Paxley is still your NXT Women's North American Champion. Rob, let us know how you feel, and I will be right back, y'all.
I probably don't feel as bad as Tatum taking that suplex to the outside of the ring, because God damn, that thud when her body hit the floor was...
You just heard bang. It was like
astronomically loud.
My God, you have to look at this match as it is. I know Nicola doesn't really want to watch the whole match because it has her favorite Blake Monroe. The character, not the person. I know, not Mariah May, but the character Blake Monroe. Look, this was just an entertaining match, and it was excellent. They told a little story. They had a lot of harder hits than I expected. I didn't expect them to hit as hard as they did, but man, they went out there and kicked each other's asses.
They sure did. This felt very reminiscent of a Stardom match, and we know that's where Blake originated from. But holy shit, you hit the nail on the head there. They did beat the shit out of each other.
I think it's indicative of like just how good the NXT women's division is right now. Obviously we know Blake Monroe, Mariah May. We know what she can do. But holy shit, has Tatum Paxley gotten so much better than when she started.
And then Michael said, "Oh, hey man, how you doing?" Sorry, man. Go ahead.
We agreed not to mention this. So
okay, shh.
Yeah. I'm going to I'll say is that it was really good. It was just fuck you, Blake.
I'm with
also,
you. Also,
the way she was in that ring holding that belt, like obviously it was hers, and then there's Tatum. By the way, Tatum doing the dollhouse and snapping the heads. It reminded me of myself. So, yeah, that happens a lot. Just don't have a dollhouse.
Over here waving his arms like he's a fucking Bailey buddy.
I think when you think of the women's North American title, like, you have so many fucking people in NXT right now. You got Ren Sinclair.
Yes, women's speed champion Ren Sinclair.
You got Kendall Gray again.
Allie Armstrong, who's coming in. We have a lot of great women.
You have... Actually, I think I would put Zarya in the main women's title picture on NXT. But you got fucking people. Kendall Gay, Ren Sinclair, like Thea Hale again.
Thea Hale's another one. Absolutely fantastic.
Her brief run with the title was good.
Her winning it, even being a fluke, it was. I know that she knocked the wind out of Blake, but I mean, it's still though. I thought it was cool. It made a cool aspect to her character, and having to cry in the middle of the ring like, oh my God, I just won a title. Like, and it's heartfelt, and she genuinely she's lovable. I mean, kudos to Thea, man. I mean, she's just an adorable person. Fuck the people that don't see her that way, and I do. I love the hell out of the girl. Follow her on anything, Instagram, Twitter. X. It doesn't matter. She's just a cool person, theoretically speaking.
She's one of those people that, like, you can't help but not like. She's good in the ring, but like you mentioned, she's a genuinely good person. Like, to me, she gives Mick Foley vibes.
21
That's
years old.
terrifying.
21, 22?
That
Years old.
genuinely good person that you're like, you look at them and just think, you're probably the nicest person in the world.
I'm not saying what people say. They look at me.
That's what we say about Nicola all the time. We say that about Nicola.
She's a
No,
nice.
What we say about Rob is a
an
completely
evil
different story.
lady. I get no. She's an evil, creepy woman.
I know what we say about Moses Marquez.
Yeah.
We all say that about Moses.
We'll get to Mo at the end of the show because we all got to do it this time now that we're all in the room. You already know where we're going. But we are going to the main event. So Tatum Paxley, congratulations on your win. Killed it. Absolutely. Great semi-main. I got to tell you, if there's a vote for Booker of the Year, Shawn Michaels, it's all you, bro. Like, I got to tell you, the two best things about WWE with their product right now, NXT and AAA. Like, honestly, ever since that's the two things. Don't fucking sleep on them. Like honestly, give me more NXT and AAA and I'm here. I'm ready to go. And something that I was here for, we saw the main event. It was a fatal four-way for the NXT title. Tony D, Joe Hendry, Ricky Saints, and Ethan Page. They booked this perfectly. Ethan and Ricky were going back and forth of who's going to get the pin, and they both turned on each other like we knew that they would. And then we had
stupid.
Okay, fine.
That was fucking stupid.
Thank you. So Tony D winds up spearing Ethan Page and Ricky Saints through the announce table. Great spot. All of these men work their hardest and their damnedest. Joe Hendry does not need the. So we had Tony D go for a spear and he hits it, and then he goes for the which is now known as the what the hell is it called? It was the forget about it. Now it's the other one. I can't think of what the hell it's called. It's a spine buster. It's the old Ron Simmons spine buster. So excuse me, Joe Hendry goes.
Shout out to Ron Simmons. Damn.
Joe Hendry goes for the standing ovation. Tony counters, hits the spine buster. 1, 2, 3. Tony D's the champ. Right call, right decision. This man is an NXT OG. He comes from the 2.0 days to where we are now. So he's been through the dark times and he's been through the good times. And he sings the songs that remind him of the better times. Oh, Danny boy. But when it comes to Tony D, I am so happy to.
Yeah.
You do not mention that fucking name.
Chumbawamba?
No.
Danny boy?
Shut it, Paul.
So
at least I didn't mention Chris Reed.
Oh, hey now.
Suck my dick. Yee. Hey, Piggy. Hey, Piggy.
You know something, guys?
Oh, man. You know what? Okay, what was that being on the show? Okay, gotta go. Bye.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Fuck the Chris Reed. I fucking hate Chris Reed. So when it comes to what we get to see in this
Bacon, anybody?
So Tony D wins the NXT Championship. Right call, right decision. I'm so happy for Tony D finally getting his rise. New character, new man. What a way to end this amazing, amazing PLE. We will touch base with Paul on this one first. Tony D winning the big one finally.
Forget about it. It needed to fucking happen. Oh my God. It would have been such a travesty to just have Ethan or fucking or Ricky or Joe go over. I'm not going to say his last name because I don't need him to appear or us clap at the same time. Jinx. But anyways, all I'm saying is that this is somebody who, like you just said, has been there since 2.0 and has went through this whole transformation, character transformation. And it's such a refreshing transformation, to say the least. It was awesome. Crowning moment. Shout out to Tony D. Finally. The big one. Rob, my brother.
Take it away.
What do you think?
This was a fun match.
Hey, brother.
Hi.
We Cali kids, man. We got to stick together sometimes.
It's true. It's very true. But I thought the right person won. This was definitely the right call. We've all been kind of pushing for Tony D low key for a bit now, and this was quite the opposite of sour sauce, if you know what I'm talking about. But I think this was a really solid match. Like we know what Ricky Saints can do. We know what Ethan Page can do. We know what Joe Hendry can do. Like, you can probably take those three guys and send them to the main roster, and NXT would probably still be okay. the fact that Tony D has his crowning moment after everything he's gone through, everything that he's gained, everything that he's lost. It's about fucking time.
Damn straight. And Dan, your thoughts on Tony D winning the NXT title?
Fantastic bid, that Tony D.
Tony D. Huh?
Long overdue. He had that fucking kick-ass match with Oba.
Yes.
I think one of the last few to actually beat him.
Yes.
Maybe the last person to actually beat him.
Yes. Oh, Ricky Saints was.
Oh, that's right. So he was one of the last 2 or 3 people.
Yes.
But looking at it, dude's fucking earned it. And he's also, if you think about it, Mike, he is the only person in NXT to win all the eligible men's titles.
Yeah, he's
right.
NXT Grand Slam champion.
North American champ. Yep. Grand Slam.
Even the Heritage Cup.
Heritage Cup.
Yes. That's right. That's right. Okay. All right. And Nico,
all right.
Nico, your thoughts on Tony D? Get a slice, huh? You want to get a slice? A little extra
I like it. It's something different. And after Joe Henry, if it appears, I will stab you, just saying. Anyway, I think it's a good thing for him to lose right now and take it a different direction, because he is an amazing fighter and he did take a whole lot of shit from Ethan and Ricky, and he still managed to stand up somehow. But yeah, I think it was a good idea and I like it and I'm happy, and there was a lot of crazy shit going on in that whole match.
And so I guess you could say Tony D and the rest of this roster stood and delivered on this fine thing.
I do have one question for all of you in our panel.
What's that?
What is next for Mr. Ricky Starks and Mr. Ethan Page? Do you eventually bring them up to the main roster?
Yes.
After WrestleMania.
After WrestleMania.
Yeah.
After WrestleMania. That's
Ricky
I think they should do a fight between them both.
Ricky Saints should cost Cody Rhodes his title.
Oh, we're going that route. Okay.
Anyone going to cost Cody his title is going to be... it's going to happen anyway. You know it is. No matter who it is.
So speaking of titles, we'll end it with...
Fuck that dude.
We'll end it with this because, well, Paul has brought it to my attention, so has Rob. Mercedes Moné has had to vacate the APAC Wrestling Women's Championship after the promotion said they are unable to fly her to Malaysia and refused to allow her to defend the title in other promotions. She is officially Zero Belts Moné. The run has come to an end.
That's what you get for not knowing what an English breakfast is. Fuck you. There we go.
First and foremost, again, I think we're going to get her in... Oh, God, if they turn her babyface and we get her in Tekla next or whoever the hell... Yeah, probably we're going to get her in Tekla next, and we're going to have...
That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, we're going to turn her babyface.
Don't.
Yeah.
I honestly think, here's how you do it.
Okay.
I honestly think you give her a run of losing streak. Like, give her a nice little losing streak of maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 matches in a row, and she's so down on herself, and she's just like, I can't win, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. She makes a phone call to someone named Bailey, talking to her on the phone, not Pat McAfee, like one Cody, not like Randy Orton calling Pat McAfee, fuck you, Ari Emanuel. But I mean, she's on. I just think she needs a boost of confidence, and someone comes over, maybe Willow Nightingale, kind of gives her that pep talk, kind of puts her on a different trajectory. She starts winning a few matches. Maybe by the end of whatever the hell pay-per-view for AEW is at the end of the year, she wins a title. Maybe by the beginning of next year, she's a world champion.
Mercedes Moné.
Mercedes suck my dick, yeet.
Well, speaking of that, we also did get the return of Chris Jericho on AEW this week. Suck my dick from the back.
No, Chris.
You don't do that here. So Chris Jericho came out and said, I'm home, and cut his CM Punk promo in Winnipeg and left. It was almost kind of reminiscent like 2012 Chris Jericho, where he's just coming out there cheering the end of the world as you know it, and then he just walks out. That kind of reminded me of. Am I shocked? No.
I'm kind of on this cusp. You guys can help me with this.
Not this.
Yeah, with this. 6, 7.
I swear I'm cursing all three of you. Carry on.
Yeah, all three of you. Yeah. See, she loves me. See, that's the difference.
I'm already cursed.
Yeah, and
I live in New York State. I'm already cursed.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
Hold on. He's from South Carolina, so we know who his.
First of all, I hate
cursed.
I don't co-sign. I don't co-sign on him. No,
yes,
I don't.
You claim him.
No, I don't claim him. And
I don't claim Will Offspring, but actually maybe I do these days because I'm happy with it.
Motherfucker, I want you a dynasty, motherfucker, bruv. John, bruv, I want you a dynasty.
Oh, you know what I hate is the fact that the word bruv, I've always hated it, and even when I hear it now and I'm outside or something, someone goes, "All right, brother," just stand there and look at him, and I just give him like this fucking death stare of, really?
Did Chris Jericho return to AEW for the money, or did he return because he had time off and they froze his contract? And was he lured back or kind of deterred from the fact that WWE wanted to retire him? I know that's kind of like a multi-part question.
No, I get it. I think
answer it as you please.
More of the money and the fact that they deterred him. I think they wanted him to work with the younger guys, and he wanted more money, and he said, "I'm gonna go back to the Coke snorting billionaire," and boom.
Mm-hmm. I think part of it is, he didn't want to do the 1 year because WWE only wanted him per year, and it was going to be Gunther the one to end it.
Mm-hmm.
And
go for it.
Okay, I guess, but there's nothing left for him.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, what else is there left for him to do? I mean, if he just wants to go on these side quests, kind of like Brock's doing right now, and just kind of working with whoever, with whatever capacity, sure. I mean, he looks in tremendous shape. He's not blown up or bloated anymore.
No.
So, hopefully, we get some decent Chris Jericho matches, and I would love to see him do a lion salt and not fucking fall on his dome piece.
Yes.
So
big off dome pieces.
So hopefully we get to that point. I mean, if this is how he wants to end it, by all means, end it how you see fit. But hopefully you're doing the right thing for yourself and the company, most importantly, because you're going to go away eventually. The company won't. So just do the right thing.
Well, we always say absence makes the heart grow fonder, and he needed this break. We've been saying...
Oh, he absolutely did, but were any of us happy to see him?
Not really.
Not really.
But the only thing is that we had so many rumors of him going to WWE, and the fact is that, yeah, he probably could have just said, hey, you know what? Keep the money for the rest of the contract that you froze me on. Hey, keep it. Let me go over here. Let me have my little run. That they want me to, let me retire. Hey, I could come back. Yep. Leave on good graces with AEW. If he wants to retire, not necessarily in professional wrestling, but if he wants to do pretty much a la AJ Styles, if AJ Styles wants to go to TNA, I'm pretty sure that he can go to TNA because really he only retired from WWE. If he wants to go to New Japan, if he wants to go to AEW, something he could do, but he doesn't want to.
I still think
Chris Jericho wants to say, hey, guess what? I'm going to, if he wanted to say, let me go there for the year. Let me go do what they want me to do. Retire from WWE, not wrestling, WWE. Retire. Let me come back, do whatever you want me to do. But he doesn't have anything necessarily there that he needs to fulfill. He's faced Jon Moxley. He's faced Okada. He's faced Kenny Omega. He's faced Ospreay. He's faced all their main stars. He's faced fucking MJF. He's faced Hangman. You could probably give him Swerve, and we could probably get somewhat of a match. And I don't know how much of a match we can get from between him and Swerve.
He's going to wrestle Big Bill.
Kyle
Unless
Fletcher.
we get like the Painmaker back.
He's going to wrestle Big Bill because he's like, why did you abandon the learning tree? And he said, bye, guys.
Kyle Fletcher and Jericho could be good.
Yeah.
I guess
Big Boss Baby.
I'm just trying to stretch it here. I'm just trying to figure out some ideas for him. Unless you're going to put him like in the Continental Classic, or you're going to give him put him in a tag team or a trios or something. For him, I don't want him and Samoa Joe again. I don't want. It's like I look at the roster. There's nobody there that I really want him to wrestle anymore. Going to WWE probably would have been the best idea, because he could have gotten matches in with some of the stars that he's already had. He probably didn't want to wrestle Punk again, although that probably would have been an interesting one. Him and Roman Reigns,
Him and
Rollins,
him and Dominic Mysterio.
We could list off a bunch of names. Him and Obafemi.
There's so many things that you can do, but I will say, when it comes to Chris Jericho, as long as he's being the Judas in his mind and not telling people to suck his dick from the back, that's the main thing. So welcome back, Chris Jericho, to AEW. And the last thing I will say, if anybody was watching NXT tonight and you saw the camera black out for a little bit, yes, JC Jane had some wardrobe malfunctions. So, hey now. So with that being said,
you're a rock star.
You're a rock star. Go play. But yeah, no. There was some wardrobe malfunctions tonight, JC Jane.
Thought we were getting a debut.
Hey man, I'm just saying, wardrobe malfunctions equals JC Jane. I ain't
mad. They happen, man. We've seen it over time, and
goodies.
Main roster, NXT, even Evolve.
El Grande Americano just happened.
That is true. Goodies.
Oh, speaking of El Grande Americano, they're not going to have that match at WrestleMania. They're going to save it for Triple Mania.
Awesome. And also, we got Pentagon and Vikingo going for April 11th, so let's fucking go. And y'all, we appreciate y'all listening to what we do, and all of us collectively on this deep.
Damn, Rob talks a lot, huh? Man, he talks forever.
This deep into the heart of RWT. We all love what we do. We all love being silly willy, bully, if you will. And we will see y'all in our next episode. There's a lot to talk about this coming week. We got TNA with Rebellion, which has 8 matches thus far. AEW Dynasty, which has 7, which means Tony will make it 17 on a Sunday. Thank you, Tony. No, thank you. And so much to go. Yay. And then we have WrestleMania the following week. Yay. So there is going to be a big week of professional wrestling. So with that being said, Paul Morales, where can we follow you on social medias? The floor is yours.
Before I get to my social media, I am going to repeat it again. If you're in Vegas, April 17th, WrestleMania weekend, go see Denise Salcedo. She'll be at the Circa 12 noon. I will be there. I'm going to be in Vegas, and not for you guys to come and see me. But if you want to, hey, cool, fine and dandy. But Denise Salcedo, her show, she's got some really, really good guests. CJ Perry, Mackenzie, I forgot what her last name. Mackenzie, Mackenzie Mitchell, and and Shotzi Blackheart. That's who else is one of her guests. You'll be there. It's very inexpensive. Just go there, go support her, show her some love, like we all do. But you can find me here, the Dead Man of RWT. My link will be down below. You can find me on X. Linktree will be there too. My brother, Mr. Pile Driver Pundit, DC. Where can we find you, brother?
Mike's gonna put the links down below or here, there, somewhere. I don't know, because that's what he does.
That's what we do.
He's gonna put them over his face right now.
Yeah, some cool stuff coming here today, or probably today, tomorrow, within the next day or so. A lot of good stuff. Mike and I, we have had a couple episodes drop. We had History of the Bullet Club with Mr. Robert Davis over there. Fantastic show. If you have not seen it 10 times already, go out and watch it 10 times right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you're doing. Tell your family, that they need to kind of just stay away. You got to watch that show 10 times.
Mom, if you're listening,
also had we discussed Moses Marquez' favorite pay-per-view.
AWA, baby. Super Clash 3. What?
What?
And I also talked about what we would do with John Cena's heel turn, what went wrong, what we would change. And we are almost done with season 6 of Uncaged. And Moses Marquez will be on that as well with us. Him and I and Dan are going to be looking at Bash at the Beach 2000, bro, and all that good stuff. So, and we also
Mr. Rob, my brother, Mr. Deep into the Heart of Wrestling. Where can we find you, brother?
So we thank you for watching this joint collaboration between Deep into the Heart of the Wrestling and the RWT podcast. If you want to follow Deep into the Heart of Wrestling, you can find us at linktree/BlackHeartsEBD3. You'll find a link to our Facebook and our Instagram. Our other social media is in progress of coming back up. You can find a link to one of Mike's YouTubes with all of our episodes. So you can go follow us there. That's linktree/BlackHeartsEBD3. If you do enjoy this format, we do have another show that we are all on periodically, Kicking It with the TSK. If you do enjoy the review format of pay-per-views, mostly AEW, sometimes WWE, you can find us at linktree/TSK all MF and Day. We just had a show drop today. As a matter of fact, of about 3 or 4 hours ago, we had our AEW Revolution pay-per-view review drop. And we're going to take this time.
Paul, join us. You got to get close with us. We all got to get close. Come on,
because we do have some shows that still need to come out. So in 3, 2, 1.
Put out the show!
Moses!
Or be cursed.
By Daniel Krimenshausen. So again, that's Kicking It with the TSK. Linktree/TSK all MF and Day. And because they don't promote us, but we're still going to promote them. And then that's mostly because they're a bunch of dickheads. Max Wrestling Podcast. We are approaching our next pay-per-view. If you're a fan of the promos, the things where we talk bad about each other, promos, if you're a fan of that, Max Wrestling Podcast, you can find them. Mike will link it down the bottom. We're getting ready to approach our next event, which is Promo Mania, which some of us have matches, some of us don't. If you're into that kind of thing, go check it out. It should be a lot of fun. If you want to follow what I'm doing, I am doing a lot of musical endeavors. I wrote the theme song. I'm going to say it every fucking time. For the Pile Driver Pundit, wrote that intro, wrote that outro, wrote the intro and outro for this episode or this show, Deep Into Wrestling. Gonna be working on some more intros and outro music. If you are into metal, death metal specifically, grindcore, I sing and play guitar in a band called Consuming Fire. That is in my link tree. If that's a little too spicy for you, and the emphasis on spicy, I do have another project called Raggaby that's a little bit more subtle, a little bit more relaxed. Some sad boy music, if you want to sit in the corner and cry, I've got the soundtrack for you. Mike, if you want to do it. Cheers.
Cheers, my brother. Cheers. Cheers all the way.
Now, Rob, you know what? Rob writes everything for everybody else except for us. See, that's what he does.
He even wrote my Demoness music intro.
Yeah, see, and he does that too. You know what? That's it, Rob. You know what? Just black him out now. You know what?
That's true. Just redact me.
Just cover him. Just
redact me.
But, redact you.
but if you want to follow me, you can find me at linktree/Rob.
We ain't covering up no files.
Whatever you do, follow our brother.
Follow him. And Nicola, we ain't redacting no files up in here. That's for somebody else. But Nicola, where can we follow you on all the forms of social media? The floor is yours.
Yeah. Anything. No, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think how I word this without sounding.
Without saying "suck my dick" and eat.
No, that was coming. Yeah, go watch Max Wrestling. Demoness is currently in the shadows, and that's where she's staying for now until whenever.
The dead man. The dead man.
You dickhead.
You dickheads.
Yeah, so that's been thrown out there. Yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram under Demoness there, or Mike will put my main one down because I never remember it because at this time of night my memory's a sieve. 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, yeah, I'm alive. I'm here.
Yeah, you got all that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
Don't ask where it comes from. Just
I know, right? Mr.
the
Michael
demon starts talking, and that is it.
So
Yeah, I know. She's all like, I need more. She's like, I need more coffee, and I need a little bit more caffeine just to get it.
You want to follow? So I got to add to that really quickly, not to cut you off, but if you want to follow Nicola, as I pulled up Instagram right now, it is MacDonald2569 on the Instagram with Demon S the. So yeah, we're actually going to say it there, and of course Nicola Mac853 on Twitter, even though we hate Twitter because fuck you, Elon. And
okay, Mr. Michael Larkin, my brother from another mother. Yeah, my brother from another mother. Yes, I said your name. Yes, Mr. Michael C. Larkin. Dan, go ahead. No, you're not going to say his full name. You're not going to say his full government name.
You mean Michael Chuck?
There we go. Okay,
there you go.
So,
Mr. Michael Chuck Larkin. Let me get Michael Cornelius.
I will be the
Cornelius. Sorry, Cornelius Larkin. Where can we find you at, my brother?
Well, besides OnlyFans and looking at my Bridget the Midget stash, you can check me out.
And I know OnlyFans, Pornhub.
That's what I'm saying.
Hamster, X videos, all those. I know you have your loyal fans only too.
The whole nine.
Yeah. Anyways, where can we find you?
I'll spread my butt cheeks like Mike Honcho, and I will outdo Shawn Michaels and Playgirl. I digress. But if you want to check me out on YouTube, it's S&M Network Shows on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. You can check out the Steve and Mike Show with the son of the Goon and I. Hi, Steve. Hi, Goon. You can check out the RWT podcast, all 6 seasons of Uncaged, Deep into the Heart of Wrestling, the LFC podcast, On the Mic with Mike, and everything in between. You could also check me out on Twitter, SM Show 1 or MCL92, and Instagram is Larkin_92 and MLarkinMB. We appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning into these fine programs and these fine shows. So with that being said, for the RWT dead man himself, Paul Morales, for Daniel Crimmins, for Robert Davis, for Nicola MacDonald, we will see you in the next episode. And as we always say and as we always do, I'm going to have to pull it back a little here, folks. Don't act like you don't know. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. To the yard!
Meow, meow.
Make him say,
Na na na.
Na na na.